had a feeling it was going to come up right when I felt that sneeze coming on. All right, guys. Sorry about that.
Technical difficulties.
Issues. So hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Issues.
All right. As more of the gates burst forth, and it's just now chaos among the streets. You can hear shouting and screaming of anybody that was in their homes that are outside in the fog. It just sounds horrible. Women screaming, children crying.
So it sounds like Baron's house most days.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a daycare, only worse. What do y'all do?
He flips his coin.
Do it better.
You got a minus, or the bar.
Minus? Okay.
Let's see what this shit does.
I'm sure we haven't seen this before halfway.
No, this is the first time. As you flip the coin in your hand and you catch it, you can feel yourself feel almost invincible.
Strong.
You now have physical resistance to half your level. So whenever you get hit by a physical attack, subtract 5 from it. At this point, it's 5, because you're level 2. What are you doing?
I'm going to keep watching to see what happens.
Okay. If you want, you can climb higher just to see out through the walls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to get to the top of the tower to see past the walls to see what's going on.
So I'm gonna kind of stealthily make my way towards there, on top of the buildings.
Buildings, okay.
So,
You're gonna go gallivanting across rooftops?
yes.
All right, go ahead and give me a climb check. Athletics.
Mm-hmm. That'd be acrobatics.
Athletics.
Athletics. Just as well. That is a 29.
Okay. Each round you'd move half your base speed, or each action, I would say you move at half your speed. Rounded up, so it's 10. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it'll take you not long to get to the rooftops. And as you get to the rooftops, you can see that where the fog has stopped, it's almost the same thing as what you've seen before, that all the undead is just burning when they hit it. But you can see that between buildings where that fog is rolled, it's like stuck between the backs of buildings, and you can see some people trying to run towards the center of the town, and they're being chased by skeletons and stuff. By nasties. Do you want to help them out?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and
That's my shoes in the chair.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to hit them from this range.
I'm gonna shoot a fireball.
Okay.
Or alchemist fire.
Okay.
Between them and the...
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Kind of create a little ball.
So yeah, because Fireball in our groups have always had a little...
Damn it.
Will you roll overall? Was it overall?
We're all with the...
Direct attack?
Yeah, that's... Dexterity...
Plus your proficiency?
Where's my proficiency? You'd think I'd have this sheet memorized by now, but hey, I know where my perception is. I have that.
Love the mug on the camera there.
Try to make myself notes. Just gotta find the right page.
Okay, it's going to be your dexterity plus your level plus your proficiency rank.
Right. Now where's the proficiency rank?
Your proficiency rank should be expert. Level is 10, so that's 14 plus your dexterity modifier.
18.
So 18 plus your dice roll.
19.
Surprisingly, you hit.
You didn't hit a skeleton, you hit the girl in front of the skeleton.
She's on fire, and so are they.
Unfortunately, the mom's on fire. The skeleton's on fire. No. No. You're
fire.
With your advantage up in the top of the building, you're able to shoot it down onto the skeleton that you're aiming for. Go ahead and roll damage. Just pop your straw out.
Got to grab the other one for the glass. Looking at the feed. Perfectly placed. I'm impressed with myself right now.
That is 4 persistent. No. 6 persistent and 6 splash.
Okay. As it hits the skeleton, you see it just knock backwards, and as the flames just spread over it, and it splashes out on to 2 of the other skeletons around it. It even goes through its chest. There's just bones. It hits the skeleton right behind it, and they all stop as they're just caught on fire, and they're just like, if they could scream, they would. It's like you just see the mouth open and then trying to, but it's just too strong. They just disintegrate. Yeah. And that family ends up running into the center of the town. They have no problem crossing the barrier. And that's all you see of that little alleyway.
I wonder, what does this barrier stop? Because if I go outside of it, can I get back in?
You can easily see where it stops. Like the fog just hits it. It's let me pull up the city map. Oh, hold on. Make it visible. Come on. There we go. Okay, so you see the center area. Then you see the street ring around it. Okay, the next ring out. That's how far the fog has come in. Okay. So it's like 410 and then 1604.
For our San Antonio viewers that don't understand that room.
From your vantage point, you can see that there's other portions like it in the city that have that kind of barrier. It's not a perfect circle, but you can see that along sections of the wall as they come out into the street and whatnot. It's the fog has stopped right there, and you can tell that in those areas, like some of the bigger residential areas, it's right there and they're kind of protected. But you can see in other places like Jakolovich's, it's just fog right there, his mansion. But it's like little sanctuary portions where that there is no fog whatsoever. But y'all are fine in the center and around. So the tavern is actually fine. The Silverstein is fine. It's in a good position.
Yeah, the important places are safe.
Exactly. A lot of people have managed to get to those areas, but unfortunately some just hunkered down in their own houses that weren't in the zones and unfortunately may have perished at this point. As you hear, a lot of the screaming and stuff has stopped now. No more people are flooding into the center of the town. You can see that in the other portions that have that kind of invisible barrier, they have guards there and people are armed as well, and it's kind of their own little stand sections of what's happening in the center of the town. And you can see like the bodies, the undead trying to break into those areas, and they just can't. A all of a sudden the ground starts to tremble a little bit. I need you to both roll reflexes.
Even on the top of the tower.
Yeah.
This dice is
Especially on top of the tower.
39.
39.
You're like, oh, DC was 40. Sorry.
20...
45.
21.
21? Okay. Your claws are stuck with your new vampiric strength. You're holding on tight, and you're just moving with the tower as it kind of shakes. You end up falling on your butt. You weren't prepared for it. You got your sea legs right now, and you fall on your butt.
Can I do the Nelson laugh?
Yeah, I mean, from your position, you can see it happen. I mean,
No, he's my compatriot. Does he look like he's okay?
Yeah. He just got knocked down on his butt. That was
Very
it.
good.
Yeah, just took him off his feet.
After we survive this, I'll make fun of you falling on your back.
You can see from the south gate that within the fog is this bright red flame, and it's moving closer and closer, and you can hear.
Well, that's not good.
I need some coconuts. Yeah, you hear loud hoofbeats, just metal ringing out on the stone, and you can see the general as it comes close to the barrier. There you go. It just stops there, and you can see. Actually, you know what? Roll Arcana to see if I can tell what kind of horse he's riding.
Nat 20, so 36.
Okay.
19, so... 35.
35? Okay.
34.
Yeah, with the book of... The undead book that y'all found. The
Book of the Undead book.
The book of the undead book.
As opposed to the Book of the Undead, Book of the Living.
Yeah, exactly. You know that this is a nightmare that the general is riding upon.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, this is kind of a nightmare scenario, but the general's actually writing.
Yeah, an actual nightmare, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cute. Okay.
Although...
How do we kill nightmares again? Oh, that's right, we wake up from the dream.
Yeah. It's big. It's a bigger nightmare than what was listed in the book. A nightmare rears up on its hind legs, lets out this sound that, like souls that have been damned, just screaming in the night. I need y'all to make will saves. That's good.
Oh, that sucked. 27.
27.
20, 32. 32.
32. Okay. You're fine. You're a frightened wall. Like, for some reason, just your new senses as a vampire, it's louder than it should be, and you can feel that the portion of you that Jakolovich put in you is just it feels like it's being ripped from you and trying to force you to do something.
That's right. I may fall on my ass, but I don't get scared.
You say that, but I have unwavering mane, so...
And
Next round I'm fine anyway.
Yeah. So as it lets out that horrible bellow, its hooves hit that invisible wall. Thank you. Sound effects. And you can see somehow that this energy kind of splinters. And you can see the fog kind of...
You can see cracks in the walls, what you're saying.
Well, you can't really see cracks, but you can see that the fog is starting to seep through these areas. It's coming in like thin little tendrils, and
so we're that...
It makes it looks like there's cracks in it.
How far away am I?
I say, how far away is he? Yeah.
Because y'all just came out of Clancy's. I'll pull up the city map again.
Say, I can't fly, but I can do
So
stuff.
the big red tower that's in the center.
Uh-huh.
That is Clancy's workshop.
Okay.
Okay. So you're up on the buildings right beneath it.
Okay.
All right. Those two little buildings. You're right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's happening at 2 streets down.
Okay.
The big rings. So it's happening at the second ring.
Okay. So I'm not in range, is what you're saying?
No.
Not in range and
Not even with your new weapon. Once they get to the inner ring, they will be in range at that point. Okay. And and you're the same. And as that happens, you see the little splintering and stuff, and the horse rears up again, slams its hooves against that area, and you can see even more of the fog just like burst forward and come out. And behind the general, you see this humongous, lumbering undead just start walking up slowly behind it. And it's carrying what looks to be like a deer in each hand. And as it gets closer, you see him just kind of rise and slam against the invisible area with the deer, and the deer just kind of splatters against it.
He's got deer clubs.
Yeah.
well, that's disgusting.
But it's weird because as the deer goes through, I mean, the deer kind of goes through the wall, but at the same time it doesn't. And it just kind of melts away as it passes through that area. And you just see the fist hit the wall as the deer just kind of falls apart. And the fist of the huge zombie just like melts a little bit. It kind of brings his hand back, like, and he looks over at the general. Can't tell if the general's looking at him because there's no head. And the horse rears up again, hits the wall, and fog just starts spreading even more. And you can see the huge lumbering hulk of a zombie, like, and he starts walking forward into the street.
Oh, goody.
And you can see, as that happens, like little skeletons and ghouls and ghast just rushing out underneath its feet. And some of them kind of get stomped on by the zombie, and some of them just get pushed away and whatnot. And all of a sudden, you see him grab one, just reaches down with his kind of melty hand, picks up a zombie, and just hurls it. It just goes flying in the air, and it just hits the street. It doesn't even hit anything. It just splatters on the ground. And you just see it do that every once in a while. He still has a deer carcass in the other hand.
That's good venison he's wasting right there. That dirty.
And as the faster skeletons and zombies
he's killing.
get closer to the center of the town, you can see all the constables and Garouche and Vance just go forward and are prepared to meet this threat. But that's the only point
Return
where
of the King right here, you know.
Yeah. Except in reverse.
Well, no, the darkness comes out to fight him.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
But that's the only throughput right now. All the other places within town, that wall section is holding up just fine. The fog is being kept
more
at bay.
like Infinity War.
Yeah. But you can see that the fog is starting to fill out.
Endgame.
Yeah. Because you can see the fog just starting to creep into the town, into the center. What do y'all do?
Besides what my pants because I'm frightened.
Yeah.
I ready myself for when that big old zombie gets in the rain.
Okay.
I start making my way towards Roe because as soon as he starts firing, he's going to need someone to keep a watch on his back.
Okay. I mean, y'all are up high. I mean,
Well, yeah, it doesn't mean, that big guy can't throw a couple skeletons up top or something.
you never know. That's true. All right, so it's y'all can see the clashing.
As the fight starts.
The fight has started. So far, the living's doing a good job.
Drunkengaming glassware. Only the best.
So far, y'all are doing good. Y'all are ready for this.
So you're saying we're winning?
So far, the constabulary is doing a really good job. Like they're keeping a lot of things at bay with their halberds and another.
What about the big zombie, and what about the general?
The general's he's staying put, but you can see him like waving his sword and his axe around, like kind of guiding things where they need to go and all that. But he's staying put, and as you stay put, you can see this black smoke just coming out of the Nightmare's nostrils. And every once in a while, it'll let out this bellow of fire into the night sky.
He needs to stop smoking. This is all there's to it.
That's why he has such a bad voice.
Am I next to row yet?
By the time you get to row with your actually, if you want, you can, to get to him faster, you can actually jump off the tower and possibly use the darkness to give you flight. You haven't learned how yet. Jakolovich only taught you how to do the shadow step. That's it. But you can give it a try.
What the hell? What do I gotta roll?
Roll a spell attack for it. You're not actually attacking anything.
I attack the dark.
You attack the dark with the dark.
That's it. We attack the dark with. Okay, and I roll a whopping 27.
Okay. Okay. So that's
Kind of
fine.
like a cartoon. White Coyote kind of sitting there a little bit, holds up a little umbrella and just falls.
Go ahead and roll.
Gravity doesn't work till I look down.
Roll acrobatics for your jump.
Okay, I can't roll this shit right now. 22.
22. Okay. You launch yourself off of the roof of Clancy's tower.
I'm imagining the first Matrix.
And you're able to get your full. Actually, no, double your base speed.
I do have a quick jump.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I mean, you're able to just push yourself off the top of his tower, and you get a lot of distance. You're fine. And as you're kind of going downward in a very controlled crash, very controlled landing.
It's falling with style.
There's no style to this. I'm just falling, but just not as fast as normal.
As you're falling, you're able to, as you get a little bit closer, you kind of undershoot a little bit, and you hit the wall of the building he's at. But it's not Spider-Man style. You end up melding into the shadows that's against the side of the building that's cast. So it's like you managed to hit the one spot that's not lit up by a brazier that's in the street.
There's going to be a few black spots like that.
And you hit it, and as you hit it, you find yourself coming out
so basically,
sideways.
I do a belly flop
Yeah.
onto the wall.
Yeah, so you do a little swan dive into the wall, and as your momentum carries you through, you end up popping up in the same way on the roof out of one of the shadows. In fact, the shadow is in such a way that when you pop out, you're going to be popping out towards Ro.
You're just going to see me come out of the shadow. Oh, hey!
Roll a reflex.
Please don't shoot me.
36.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to roll out of the way quick enough as you see him doing his swan dive somehow through the shadows onto the roof.
Where did you come from?
I make that swan dive look good. Well, that was an experience. I need to work on that.
By the time that happens, you can see the huge Hulk is within range of your blunderbuss.
Alright.
Bro, can you shoot that thing?
I can try.
I've got your back. Just for good measure, I've of course got one sword drawn and produced flame in the other hand because, quite frankly, I'm scared to death of this.
That's a 32 on that roll attack to shoot him.
32?
Yeah.
That is a critical hit.
Woohoo!
Score!
So, whatever the main damage is, times that by 2.
16.
Okay.
Persistent and splash.
Okay. Yeah, you hit it square in its chest, and you just see the fire just spread out. Doesn't even faze him. Like, yeah. But he is, like, you can see that the
Burning,
flesh is
yeah.
burning. Yeah, it's charring and whatnot. But it's kind of weird. It's not sticking like it did on the other zombies that you fought in the underbelly, in the sewer. It's charring the flesh, but as it spreads, it's starting to put itself out as this black ichor kind of spreads out.
Well, that's not good.
No. That's not supposed to happen.
You got 2 more actions.
What else do you have in that bag of tricks of yours for bubbles? In the words of Archer, I vote Asian chick. I'm thinking something acidic might help.
Right. Pop in an acid bomb and
Okay.
shoot.
Okay.
Bang.
So it's a minus
5.
5.
Well, if you want, you can use this action to designate it as your target.
Hunter's prey.
Hunter's prey.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Reload.
And then your third action is going to be to shoot.
Okay.
So yeah, you get the +2 to attack.
Hunter's prey at our
Hunter's
level.
prey, yeah. Go ahead and pull it back up.
Yeah, +2.
Okay. So it's only going to be a -3 to your attack rate.
Alright, so it's 27.
27? That'll hit.
Acid.
For your Hunter's Edge, did you do precision?
Oh, yeah. We
Yeah,
told you
I
to go
believe so.
precision.
That's 1d8. Right.
Yeah.
No, wait, what level are we?
Level 10.
Oh, yeah, next level goes to 2d8. But yeah, so that's an extra 1d8.
Okay.
So yeah, since you made him your prey, roll
Yeah.
2d8 now instead.
Well, it's going to be whatever the bauble is plus the 1d8.
Yeah.
So do 2d6 and 1d8.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
that-
that's right, wrong
Yeah,
bubble.
so
I'm
it's
thinking
10, 12, plus 12 persistent, plus 2 splash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
No, 14. Sorry, 14 persistent.
Okay.
Splash.
I'm gonna do it. Okay. Yeah, as you hit it, you can see the acid just splash. And this one gets his attention. And he just starts looking around.
Have flashbacks to
And then he
Avengers.
sees
What
y'all.
was step 2 again?
Because this is a huge creature. He is like... You know the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's... Y'all the Ghostbusters. This is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man right now.
Alright.
So
Don't
he's...
cross the strings.
Yeah, he's as tall as the buildings. Or maybe a little bit taller. And he can actually pinpoint y'all now. In fact, at that point, he's going to pick up a zombie and fling it on top of y'all.
I'm wondering, can we... If he's that tall, can you shoot him in the eye? Like, aim and shoot him in the eye?
You can do a cold shot, yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking, like, if he's that tall, like, let's really piss him off if he's going to do
Okay. Yeah, he lobs a zombie
that. Okay.
right on top as it kind of hits the roof. You can see, like, one of its arms just kind of shears off and it just pushes itself back up. Be your turn.
Okay. Since he's on the rooftop with us, I'm assuming he's within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to throw my produce flame at him, and then I'm going to, if he's still alive, I'm going to then dual hand assault him and kick his ass.
Okay. I mean, you already have your... unless you never let it go.
No, I did.
Okay.
That was the first thing I did. Remember when I said I got next to him? It was the first thing I did was produce flame and draw my sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of your earlier fight in the sewers, you know that it would be quicker to just hack it apart.
Okay. In that case, I will
Yeah.
dissipate the flame. That's pretty nice.
Well, I will say that you never produced it at this point.
Oh,
I
okay.
will say that. I'm going to give that to you, you know?
Well, no, dissipate it. Just, okay, and it's gone.
Okay, that's fine. But you didn't do it... Okay, that's right. When you landed on the roof, you did produce it, so you're fine. Okay, so yeah, it's free action to spit. Okay, yeah.
But it's like, as I'm going to attack him, I can just let him
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, we're going to do a little bit of flurrying with some dual-handed assaults, and
Okay.
let's see, 31.
Okay.
Alright, and that's right, dual-handed assault makes it go up the dice step. God, I can't see with this mask. I have to bring it up here. Okay, there we go. Okay. And
You get you like a jeweler's magnifying glass.
like as soon as I do that, it goes. I'm like, oh, now I'm looking at the nostril holes. So yeah, I kind of move that. All right, that was. Okay, that was 14 points of damage on that hit.
Okay, it doesn't matter because you succeeded his AC by 20.
Oh.
So that's one of our new rules that we discussed because the old way of doing insta kills with the new Pathfinder 2nd Edition system, it was funky. It didn't work out.
It didn't fit with the way.
So we made it that if you succeed a target's AC by 20 or the
by 10 it's the crit. By
Yeah.
20 it was insta kill.
yeah, so you just chop this thing's head off. Yeah, I mean it's just clean. You just, I mean there's no resistance or anything. The head just goes tumbling and the body falls down and the black ichor just
I didn't
starts
get a chance to do
oozing out.
anything cool. I'm gonna walk back next to her all dejected, like I didn't get anything cool.
I will say at this point, what is your... You can spend 2 actions to have your shadows go out 60 feet. And do 1 action. Because we're treating your shadows like a pet. I will... But they're part of you, they're not an actual pet. Kind of like you saw with Jakolovich
I'm gonna
do several times. You can spend
How far away is the big guy?
within that 60 feet at this point. Because he's still slowly lumbering.
What Dracolovich does when he sends out the spikes, do the Hella thing from Ragnarok. Okay. I want to do that.
Yeah. So because this is a new kind of house rule thing for this, because he's a vampire and he has innate magic within him, and the darkness is part of him, he is able to treat it. And your face is on camera.
Yeah, but I'm fine.
He is able to treat the shadows like a familiar or a minion or a pet.
Animal companion.
An animal companion, yeah. Since he's a ranger, he has chosen to go and use it as an animal companion. With that, I don't like the animal companion rules in Pathfinder 2 because you have to spend your actions to have your animal companion do actions, and it makes them useless. Sense. Yeah, it makes why bother with an animal companion? Well, I'm not like anybody uses an animal companion anyways.
The other thing you gotta look at is like, okay, if you have an animal companion, it's a
sentient creature
entity on its own.
Yeah.
Why would it take your moves?
Exactly. So for us in our gaming, we're doing away with that function, and it's going to be like olden days where it has its own 3 actions, unless it is a creature that is permanently slowed, like an octopus squid or whatever. A sea-based creature with it on land, it can only have 2 actions. Or you take a land-based creature and put it in the sea, it's only going to have 2 actions.
Unless they have the 1 feet to act normally in water.
Yeah. Or if they have a swim speed or something like that, they're fine.
So you need a seal and you're good.
Yeah, or polar bear, you know.
Ooh, walrus. Get the tusks going on.
Yeah. So with that, but because it's the shadows that you can control, they do kind of have a sentience of themselves, as you've seen. You can forfeit your own actions to give it actions.
Okay.
Beyond, so we're treating your shadows as if they're slowed, so they only get to 2 actions. It can move up. You can send it out. It can go out 30 feet from you on its own and attack, so that'd be 2 actions. If you're sacrificing your own actions, you can send it out however many action or strides you have available. So, because you have... oh yeah, you had the quick draw. So you're able to move and slash, that's fine. So you have 1 or 2 actions left?
Should actually be 1 because I moved and attack.
Yeah, you moved and attack, okay. Yeah. So yeah, you're able to give it an extra 30 feet. So, with giving it 30 feet in its own, using one of its own actions to move, you can hit it with 1 strike.
Okay.
So yeah.
I want to give it a whirl. I want to see if I can make this happen. Let's do
it. Roll a magic attack.
Well, that sucked. 24.
That'll hit.
Yay!
We're going to treat it...
D6 or D8?
Is it?
D8,
well, here's the thing. Is it just a... Have you upgraded the animal companion?
No.
So it's just the basic? It's a D6.
Because Dracolovich was upgraded and his was D8. So
yeah. Well, his is more of a familiar. So his are just D8s.
6.
Okay.
I don't do much.
But what do you do?
I'm not good for much, but when I do something cool, I do something really cool.
Yeah, so out of one of the sides of the buildings, where there's some shadow right there, it helps with the fog. But you can sense that this thing, the shadows just shoot out from the ground, and it pierces through its ankle, and it retracts. So you've actually slowed it.
Okay, I'll take it.
Well, it's a good roll. I mean, it's...
It
was an alright roll.
It was a crappy roll, in my opinion.
But from where the shadows are, that's the only place you could actually kind of hit.
Until it gets closer to a building where I've got more work.
Yeah. I mean, it's already slowed, so it only has 1 action now.
That's good enough.
And it is now its turn. It picks up another zombie pulls it at y'all.
Miss. Hey, better.
It's a 1. So as he
ones aren't automatic failures anymore.
Yeah.
But
however, as it I just love this because it in the bestiary it says that one of its attacks is ranged corpse.
Dude, that angle when you're taking that drink just looked like you were just pouring it in your ear.
It also has a specific thing called corpse throwing.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so as it throws it, it ends up managing to get it on the roof. But it kind of belly flops onto the roof.
So this is what happens when you swan dive on concrete. Okay, got it.
The zombie picks itself back up, and it just gets closer to you. That's its 2 actions.
Okay.
Okay. So it's still my called target, right? Or
yes,
whatever.
yeah. That is your hunted prey.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to call shot. I'm going to try to shoot an acid bobble right into his eye.
Okay.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Remember, you have +2.
Yeah. That dice.
Go ahead and roll again. That's fine.
That dice is gone.
One last chance.
Third time's the charm.
Fucking A. Alright, I need more.
That is all 3 hero points now. Todd, you still have your 3 hero points.
So 3 hero points?
Alright, so that
y'all are starting out with 3. I mean,
yeah.
Because y'all can actually. You know what?
2.
Roll wills real quick.
Uh, 24.
At least
I
it's
can't roll
a
with shit right now.
21.
Okay. Yeah, y'all have no choice but to let this happen. You can hear Mira's music, and it's starting to bolster y'all.
Woohoo!
Y'all now have +2 to attacks.
Yay. +2 attack. Alright.
Yeah.
Remember that for me. I'll write it down in a minute.
Yep.
Alright. So.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
It's like everything is coming up 7s now.
I've rolled 6 the last 4 rolls.
So that is
7 plus 14.
That's with
plus
3
18.
different dice, too. I've rolled 6 in a row.
7 plus 18 plus 4.
7 plus 18 plus 4 is 29.
There you go.
29. Damn.
Missed it by
Two away from a crit, man.
Oh, okay.
I was saying, because we knew the one that you did the one crit. So it was like you hit him for sure.
So yeah, it's just a normal hit, but you hit.
Alright.
A very palpable hit.
I will say because it is your hunted prey, and because you're bolstered, yeah, you do manage to hit him between the eyes.
Awesome.
Oh, between the eyes. Okay. Now it's gonna be have a nice day.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty good roll. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a good roll.
You get both eyes.
I mean, even with putting the penalty on it
5
for the called shot, it's pretty good.
plus 8.
I'm thinking rest in peace department.
13.
I hope we got both eyes.
15.
Oh wow.
Persistent and special.
Jesus, look at him.
I'd say somebody, go for the brain, but he doesn't have any brains because he's a zombie, but
Well, you never know. He hasn't eaten his own brains. I mean, it could be rotted. Okay. But yeah, as you hit it, the bauble just shatters and just starts melting away this thing's eyes. What semblance of eyes? I'm not gonna lie, that was a good damage roll right there. Jesus.
I need you to work with me. You're my good
Yes,
guy.
talk to your dice. Talk to your dice. Both your dice right now. Treat them kindly.
Little TLC. Okay. Well, my D10 was a D6. Was a 6. My D6 was a 6. That's rolled 6 twice in a row.
Man,
So I'm like, okay.
he's coming up 6s.
I,
Well, it is the night of the beast.
it's one thing like if I'd rolled like back-to-back ones with the same die. Okay, cool. But I've rolled back-to-back 6s 4 times with 3 different dice. That alone should tell me something is going very wrong tonight.
But I'll wait on him. I'll do some other stuff, some exposition. You can
that hurt. Okay.
through your
Oh, there we go.
cover up the.
Oh, I
your
don't
face.
care.
Okay. You don't care anymore.
Well, it's not like I'm sitting around camera 24/7.
Yeah, that's true.
Quick glimpses don't bother me.
With your license, you can tell that a couple of the constables have perished.
A couple of the constables have perished.
Yeah, have been killed. Have deaded. In fact,
Well, we must kill faster.
I must kill faster.
Yes, the constables are losing numbers.
you can tell 4 of them have died.
4 have perished already.
And you have 2 more
Must
actions.
Finish this.
So yeah, as the bauble hits, you can see it start melting the eyes. He lets you know that some of the constables have perished, and you have 2 more actions.
Okay.
I forgot the coasters.
No!
I was looking at his skull mug and I was like, oh!
Yeah, it's alright.
What was it? There we go. Now I got
Skull
straw.
mason jar.
With a straw.
Now I can drink.
I got another one of these straws, but I forgot to bring it. It's still in the drawer at home.
Alright, so you have 2 actions.
All right.
Ew, I've had too much coffee today. Ow.
I'll fire one more shot.
Padding for this, but I need to get
Okay, you fire one more shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Thank you.
What'd you roll?
17
Okay.
plus 18 plus 2 minus
3. Or minus 5.
so minus. Yeah. 18.
We'll make you do that tonight, don't we?
Yeah, no. 18 plus 17 plus 2 minus 5. 32!
That is a critical hit. And because... Yeah, so you rolled the 2d6, right?
Yeah.
For your baubles. Toss in another 1d8.
Alright.
Which, did you do that in your last attack?
I think I accidentally did. I was.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
missed,
just make sure
yeah.
from now on, if it's
the
on
D8
that guy...
was for the crit.
Yeah,
not the-
no, the D8's for your hunted prey.
Oh, yeah, okay. Then
'Cause
yes,
it's
I
the- you
did,
have
I
to
did throw in the
preserve-
D8 for that.
Okay.
I thought, yeah.
No, just making sure. Okay.
Oh, yeah, but I multiplied by 2 on it. Yeah.
Yeah, so the times 2 is only on the D6s.
Okay. 10, that's 20 for
Okay.
D6s plus 8. So 28 plus 2. 20. 30.
Okay. Oh boy. This thing is getting really pissed off. Ah. Thought this was...
Whoa!
Oh, this is going to be challenging.
Almost threw the computer off him on that.
Shit. Okay, you got one more action.
And I'm done.
You done? I mean, you still just have an action.
Okay.
You can check stuff on you, or you can take a look about.
Yeah, where is the rat folk with the little ballistas.
They're in the center of the town, kind of around the sewer grate. A lot of they've torn down a lot of the tents and stuff that were used for the festival. They've torn those down and they've erected like little barriers for themselves.
And how far away from me is that?
They're in the center of the town. I would say it's about a good 100 feet or so.
Okay. So 2 moves.
Yeah.
If I wanted to go over there.
But you could tell that they're just firing the arbalestas and that they've erected and their crossbows and stuff, and their aim's pretty true. It's pretty good.
Okay.
You can see that they're kind of in a clockwork formation, so they're firing at all angles that they can to try and get these things.
Okay. I have an idea. I'm formulating.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reload and since he's my designated target, I can use my monster hunter.
Mm-hmm. On him, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see if there's a more what's the word I'm looking for? Efficient way, or stick with the way I'm going to bring him down.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and just roll a knowledge check real quick.
What would that be under? Lore? Or?
Yeah, I guess it would be lore. But you get the bonus from your monster hunter.
That's 31.
Okay. It is like any other zombie, like the ones that you fought down in the sewers. It's just huge.
Alright.
So you know that it's weak against positive effects and slashing.
Okay.
I mean, and you saw him take out the
Right.
zombie with his slashing weapon really easily. So you know that if you load up a healing potion, it could possibly do damage to this thing.
I'm thinking flechettes. Do we have
Yeah.
flechettes? Can we stick a bunch of daggers in there?
I can put anything in my gun.
And that'd be piercing.
Well,
He
daggers are versatile slashing too.
Yeah, but if he's loading it into his gun and shooting him out, they're pointing is going into him. They're gonna be piercing.
Do you still have the silver forks?
Uh-huh.
Stop blowing holes in my
I
shit!
turned those into shots.
Yeah, he turns those into shots.
That's right. Well, I mean, it's a zombie, silver, right?
No, silver doesn't work on zombies.
Oh, okay.
It's only werewolves and
Okay.
vampires.
Well, I'll try this idea on the next move.
Okay.
So I critted him with my second attack.
Yeah, he actually he brought it down.
I believe it.
Its face is just starting to like melt away, and you can see the bone underneath. It's just this oozy green nasty. Ah, it's your turn.
How close is he?
60 feet.
60 feet?
You got that other zombie on the roof. So.
Yeah, and there's that zombie on the roof. It got up and it went towards you. That was just
That's right. How close is that one?
right up on you. He wasn't able to attack you, but
Okay, I attack him then.
okay. Well,
40.
overall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 30 over its AC. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean you
give
cut
it a
it in
little TLC.
twine.
I gave the die a little TLC. Instead of a 6, I rolled a 17. So
Yeah, I mean you are so done with these things. I mean you just go just through it like hot knife through butter, and it just peels apart, and you can just see the black ichor just like soaking the roof now.
I'm sick of these motherfucking zombies on this motherfucking roof.
Yeah, 2 more actions.
Okay.
You can. I will say you can use your 2 actions.
I was going to give into my shadows
To give it-
attack on the big guy.
Yeah, I mean, you can use your 2 actions to give it to your shadows, and your shadows will have 2 attacks.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay. Go for it!
This is a spell attack, right?
Yeah.
6. You may see that.
Okay.
So that's a 38 overall.
A 38 overall?
Mm-hmm.
That is a crit.
Life is good right now.
Okay.
6.
So it's going to be 12 points.
This one's going to be like a natural 1. I shoot myself for an accident. Set my left arm off.
That's going to be at a -5.
Okay. And I'm back to rolling 6s again. 21 overall.
Barely hits. Roll the d6.
5.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to like pepper this thing.
We're not the only that can crit him.
Yeah.
I just can't do near this cool
And
stuff.
as you do it, you kind of see a spike go through a thigh, and another spike just go through the kneecap, and then back down to the shadows. And this thing is pissed, and it can't see now. All it can do is hear, and it just felt something go through its leg, and it just bashes itself into the building next to it. Okay.
You're good. You got a gift. You got a gift. You're all good. You blinded him. I'm just pissing him off by ripping his kneecaps off.
Yeah, he smashes straight through that building.
Is there anybody in the building? They're dead now.
You can roll to see if your license can pinpoint him.
Roll a perception.
Yeah.
37.
There was one person in there. They are still in there. You can't specifically tell because just all the stuff going on, but you can tell somebody's alive in that building.
Like, where he smashed through, or just somewhere inside the building?
Somewhere inside that building.
Okay.
Somebody's in there.
Well, hopefully they can survive for the moment.
Okay. Yeah, zombie's dead. He's down. That was his move. Ro, it's your turn. He like you can't see him anymore. Like he body slammed
Okay.
that whole building, so he's now in that building, and the fog is starting to roll in over him, and you can see it like kind of like a wave splash against rock. Like you just see the fog just roll in and do that same thing.
Okay. I am going to make my way down to the rat folk ballistas.
Okay. Do you want to climb down or jump down?
Jump. You can
I will say this because y'all are technically no longer in combat since your target has now disappeared. If you want, you can shadow step him down to street level.
yeah, I'll do that.
I mean, y'all are able to talk right now without a problem. I mean, he's the immediate aggressor is gone. That's kind of like a free roam kind of right now.
And then that gives me a chance to drop him off and then go look for that one person still
Okay.
out in that building.
Okay. So yeah, you grab a hold of his arm, and you're used to this now. You don't have to worry about it. He teleports you, shadow steps you down into the streets, and you're able to go off if you want.
All
You want to say anything to each other? Or do you want to tell him your plan of what you're thinking to do?
Catch you on the flip side.
See you in a minute.
What have you
I
got?
don't want to bring anybody into this plan until I
Okay.
do it.
All right.
It's one of those plans.
No,
So steps on, you're just going to run off
Yeah.
without telling him
I
anything?
was like, I got an idea. I'm gonna run off.
thanks.
Okay.
Is that person in the building?
Yeah, it's gonna take you a little bit because you're gonna have to. There is fighting going on, and if you don't want to take part of it, you're gonna have to do your stealth movements to like go underneath people's legs and around other.
Yeah, I'll just stealth it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth. I'm gonna use that for your overall for next rounds.
Natural 20.
Awesome. What is it overall?
With myself, that's like a 50 something.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
50 something. What the hell?
No, I'm sorry, 44.
Okay, 44. That's still good. Yeah, with all the chaos going on and with all the guards and the constables and the citizens fighting the undead and keeping them back, and with that roll, you're able to just like find your way between gaps and legs and everything. Roll an acrobatics for me too.
It's just like doing cartwheels and flipping
Yeah.
shit around things, isn't it? That's still a good roll too.
Yeah, that's 27.
These are great. Okay. Yeah, I mean, even with all the fighting going on, you can manage to like run up the undead's backs and like jump off of them and then like do a little Scrooge McDuck dive down.
So
and
technically, since I'm stealth in this, couldn't I just kind of like while I'm doing all that, like drop like acid? That'd be cool.
Now, are you talking about attacking or more like
the problem is
setting traps with it?
if you do that, if you're as you're doing it, you're just lobbing them out. You're gonna hit the guards, and this is
No, like if I, like if I'm climbing up and jumping over zombies
because they're
and stuff.
splash. The citizens can still take damage. However, if you have your silver sheen bottles or your healing potions,
That's not going to hurt the people.
you can toss those. In fact, it might help citizens if.
Yeah, if they get splashed with the
Yeah.
potion, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do that with
Go ahead and roll.
the silver or with the healing.
That'd be generic.
Because I'm gonna say because I'm gonna let him have 4 rounds worth of action. So this is gonna be
It's a generic
3, 6,
grenade
9,
range
12.
attack kind of a thing, so you just kind of roll.
Yeah. I will give you 5 attacks to toss them because you're running and jumping and then tossing the things at the same time. It's
Yeah.
going to take you the 4 rounds to actually get there. So during that 4 rounds while you do it, I'll give you 5. Yeah.
All right.
So go ahead and roll 5 d20s. None of them are going to have penalties on them.
All right.
5 rounds worth. Yeah, there we go.
So as far
Having
as
flashbacks
damage
to
goes,
Hellboy when he's like running around on all fours and
D6.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll your 5 d20s.
Once.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll them all at once.
4, 5.
Just tell me what the dice rolls are.
14, 13, 9, 4. Plus 18 on each of those, right?
Yeah. So hold on.
And math.
What? How many 14s do you have, or what's the?
32, 32, or 31, 27, and 22.
There you go.
They'll hit. In fact, most of
In
them.
fact, all of them are crits.
I was gonna say, yeah.
3 of them are insta crits, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, the
How many
top
were
3 are
above?
insta-kills.
How many were above 30?
32, 32, 31.
Yeah, those
27.
3 of them. As you toss the baubles, they just like knock the heads off of these things, off the skeletons, and one zombie like it just goes through its head as it splatters. So 3 of them are just gone. The other 2 are affected by whatever you're tossing. Are you going silver sheen or the healing potions?
Healing potion.
Healing potions? Okay. Go ahead and roll the healing dice for them.
So 3 are dead, so that's 2. Alright.
So, what's the highest healing potion you can do right now? That you've made? That you're able to make?
Oh, crap.
Or that you're able to make at level 8, because y'all haven't made any new ones.
Yeah, what I have on hand already
Just what you have on hand.
Yeah, is all I wrote down was 1d6
crap.
plus 1 bonus.
1d6, okay.
Archives and others having issues again. Damn it.
I'm looking fine.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't write the
I'm
level
writing
down.
fine.
Well, we're also getting a low
that's fine.
latency issue on the playback.
Yeah.
So that's for each of those.
Because, I mean, they're crits anyway, so
Yeah.
you're going to be doubling the...
So for each of those each one is 6.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 1 plus. So that's each one is 7. So
Okay.
the other 2 I got each 7 damage.
Okay. So they're... Each potions are doing 7 each.
Uh-huh.
Is that double times or before the multiply?
That's after the multiply.
After the multiplying? Okay. Yeah, as you see it as you just... You know, you end up tossing one that way, and it catches your eye. That one, this one guy looks kind of like he's cut pretty bad, but you throw it just right that it hits the skeleton and him at the same time, and the wound just clears up. You know, it just stops bleeding, and it like knits itself back together, and the skeleton just like bursts apart. And the next one you toss, you see the skeleton run through one of the constables and pull its sword back, and as that constable's kind of falling backwards, the bubble hits him, and you just see that wound just close back up, and then the splash damage just kind of gets on the skeleton, and you can see the skeleton just start to disintegrate on its chest, and the constable just hits it over the head with a mace and just kills it. It just shatters it to bone. And then the other 3 moves, I mean, you're just do, and then just one for the hell of it. You're like, because you're getting to the center of the town, you just do that one final leap in the air. You're like, toss! And on those 3, they just somehow magically, mysteriously hit the right targets in the right places. And then,
Okay, that was Rose. Pat did
Yeah.
no look behind that 3-point shot, which always goes in. Nothing but net. That's what that was.
yeah. And those 3 just like completely go to, you know, disintegrate, and the people that were around them are like thankfully healed, but they don't know how because nobody saw you do any of this because they're just so focused on what they're doing.
Run through, but
Yeah.
now I'm healed, and that skeleton's dead. I don't understand.
Yeah. And now you're in the center of the town, and you're booking it to the center. So with all that massive like 30-second or so, what was he? 6, 12.
Yeah, 5 rounds is 30 seconds.
Yeah. So
And I'm down to 5 health.
yeah. Within that 30 seconds, you do like some of the most magical stuff ever. I mean, you can tell like there's some as you're running towards your cousins and uncles and people that you know. You can recognize a lot of them as you're running up to them. A lot of them are like they're like surprised at what you because they were looking right at you as you were like leaping up and doing all this. But you'll be within a couple more seconds or so. You'll be with them to hatch out your plan.
All right, I'm going to show.
You see none of that, by the way. I mean, because as you dropped them off, you ran off. You
and
that would have been amazing, but yeah.
I see the results.
I mean, actually, with that, you can tell just with your broad life sense that somehow some people are like healed up. I mean, you felt one that felt like it was about to be snuffed out, and then that flame is as bright as ever. You know?
Good stuff.
But you know, Brother Vance is out there too, and some of the other church people. So I was like, you don't know what's going on if it was from them or not. Yeah, you can sense.
I'm going
that what's out in front of you, there's no life. Even in some of the other buildings, like all that life is, if there was any, it's gone now. That didn't make it to the center of the town. But this is all just directly out in front of you as you're focusing. But that one is still there, but you can tell it's starting to get fainter.
Okay.
And as you're down on the street, all the undead, they're just passing you up.
Oh, I forgot the +2 for the...
Too late.
That was for the attack. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna.
Not that it matters. They're all
I'm gonna shadow step and make a beeline for that life to see if I can stop it from being snuffed out.
Okay.
Because oddly enough, I still have a pouch full of healing potions because I never did replace them.
Do you want to try and use the shadows or just straight run at it?
I want to try and shadow step to it.
Shadow step it? Okay. Go ahead and roll acrobatics.
34.
34? Okay. As you shadow step and you get closer to that building, you're also getting closer to the general, and you can feel your shadows like are nervous, and they don't want to get closer to it. But you're able to still make it safely. They still help you get there to that license that you're seeing, that you're feeling. As you get into the building, and you can see there's just this massive hole. Both stories are just down. I mean, it went straight through the brick, and it's all the way down. And you get inside, and you can see the hulking zombie. One of the beams is just right through its head as it crushed in. But you can see
he's gonna go walk that off. That's what he's gonna go walk that off.
The beam that supports the second story, that main thick beam, as he went down, it cracked it apart. I mean, it just broke it apart, and you can see that it's just jutting through its skull. It's not moving at all. But
pretty sure it's dead.
Yeah. But in all that, the ooze from its face and the ichor from its leg and the thigh, the knee, the ankle, it's starting to like pull out onto the floor, and the fog is definitely rolling in. I need you to make a will save real quick. 42. My bad.
24.
Okay. You're actually sickened by this. You're sickened 1. You didn't critically fail, so you're good. You just fell. So you're sickened 1. You feel like you want to vomit. But after a few seconds, it kind of passes. It's a much stronger scent than what you encountered in the sewers, just because it's that big of a creature and there's that much of the ichor. But it's a newer, stronger, so like. And you can tell that in one of the back corners, as you're facing, it's on your right in the back corner, that you can kind of see where there was a doorway, but the wall is like crushed down by its arm, and whatever's inside is definitely pinned in that room.
Okay. This is not a combat anymore.
No.
Put this mask
Put on
on.
the happy face.
Put on the happy face.
Well, that and it doesn't crush my nose.
Well, you don't want to scare the person.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna scare the person out of the way, probably.
Your hexadecimal mess. I love that. I love that show. I miss that show. The reboot on Netflix is okay, but yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sneak on over there and.
Okay. Yeah, its body is completely covering where the smashed in wall is, but the door's closed and there's a chunk of wood in front of it.
Okay. Can you say there's a chunk of, what is it, like broken beam blocking the door from opening, or?
Yeah, it's keeping the door from opening up. You can use your shadows to scout into the room. And then once you scout it, you can shadow step into it.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll a perception.
Really? Now I roll good? 35.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to send your shadows down into that room, and then just kind of like, because there's enough
black.
darkness in that room.
Should almost be pitch black.
Yeah, and your shadows, you can feel the sense that your shadows are saying it's a little girl.
Oh shit.
And you can feel that the room, like a lot of the stone, it's down. She looks like there's some little gashes on her, but nothing too much. But she seems to be okay. Like, she's not pinned under anything. She might be able to walk out if you can get to her.
So I'll shadow step into the room.
Okay.
I'll leave the door locked.
Shadow step into the room.
She's probably gonna freak out on me.
It's so pitch black in there that she can't see you. Like, I mean, she doesn't even have a lantern or a candle or anything. And even with some of the wall crumbled down because of that fog, and you can tell that it's actually crept into that room. And it's just kind of coughing a little bit now that you get closer to her. And you step in, you see her. She's probably no more than 5 or 6.
I'm saving Harley's life for you. There,
you can't even sense if her parents are there or not, or if they're in the other room. I mean, you can't even tell. They might be underneath the hook. You don't know. You never felt them. You just felt her. But yeah, it's pitch black. What do you do? I mean, you can see her because your vision and stuff.
Say low light vision, dark vision,
Yeah.
life sense. I can see her.
You gonna say something to her? Or?
I'll call out to her. Ask her if she's okay.
Go ahead and roll. Because you want to be charming to her to keep her calm.
I have society, but I don't have diplomacy or deception.
Go ahead and go with society, I guess. Because you might know what would be good to tell a little girl.
Oddly enough, I rolled a 30, so...
Okay, yeah. I mean, you...
Charm the pants off this chick.
Yeah. I mean, you're...
Whoa.
You know you can put on a calming voice, and especially with your new powers, that with that roll, as you get closer to her and whatever you're about to say, you feel like you can put power to it and make her do whatever you want her to do.
I don't want to dominate her.
Yeah, but I mean, with that roll, it's because of the comment and everything going on. It's kind of a you don't mean to, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Just want her to stay calm and let her know I'm gonna get her out of here. I just want to know if she's hurt. I've got healing potions, that kind of stuff.
Okay. As you say that, she just freezes, and you can tell her eyes just kind of glaze over, and she stops coughing, and she's like, just sits there.
Okay.
So you can get closer to her?
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick her up and then shadow step someplace closer to safety.
Before you shadow step, I need you to roll a will.
33.
Okay. That darkness inside you, as you get closer to her, can smell that blood. That fresh, young blood.
No, she's 5. It's too young.
You're a bit thirsty. I mean, after everything you did with Chukolovich, and now with the scent of blood just in the air due to all the fighting, and this is now in your arms, it's tempting, but you managed to quell that, to squash that feeling.
Too young. No,
Yeah.
It's usually at least at least 16 to 18. So we're close to consent. 5 is too young.
Your humanity ended up winning out this time, but
straight.
Yeah. If it was anybody else, So yeah, you're able to you managed to quell it, and you're like, all right, get the fuck out.
Yeah. Shadow step to.
So you're gonna shadow step.
Whatever the closest place of relative safety is that I can leave her with people.
That's either going to be back at Clancy's or at the church.
We'll go for the church.
Go for the church? Okay, it's going to take you, if you're shadow stepping, because you're traveling with her, and she is dominated at this point.
I didn't mean to! I don't have a Lolita complex, okay?
It's also a little girl, she doesn't...
Exactly have much
even if you rolled horribly, you would have dominated her. Unless you rolled like a 1, But yeah, you're able to get her there. I mean, you still, after moving a little bit, you come out of it just to make sure that she can get fresh air. 'Cause you can't really breathe in the darkness. It's just a lurching movement. She can. But it's that quick lurching movement, and because she's dominated, she doesn't even feel the effects of it.
So yeah,
Because you told her to stay calm, so she's like, she's almost like a statue.
I am calm.
But yeah, you're able to move throughout the shadows, and you're able to pick out good spots and stuff to get closer to the church. As you get there, you kind of see Ro run into the center with the other people. Yeah, the other Raphael.
The ballistas are and stuff.
But yeah, you're running up the steps to the church, and you see some of the priests in there, and they're already tending to some people. Some of those that were on the front line, or some citizens that managed to get there in time and pass through the barriers and stuff that couldn't get to anywhere else. And you see them that they're already laying on hands and stuff. And you see this little bit older of a priest in there, and he's kind of pointing out places to take people and whatnot.
I leave her with him, and I go back to the melee.
Okay.
Actually, no, I go back after Ro.
Okay. Yeah, so he takes her, he picks her up in his arms, and as soon as you hand her over to him, she kind of snaps out of it. She's like, "Mommy? Daddy?" And then just starts crying, and you just see the priest kind of hold her, and then like walk off, and yeah, you're able to start running off after Ro. If you feel like it.
I was a good person. I didn't drain her. I didn't do any of that kind of shit. I was a good person.
Your humanity won out.
If you're gonna grab yourself one, could you grab me one as well?
Yeah.
And grab one of the passion fruits too.
Passion fruit?
Yeah, passion fruit strawberry. Because HEB rocks. Poor Karaka, he's missing a lot of fun. These stupid pads make my skin itch. Of course, I need more and thicker ones too to keep this off my face.
Where's Brother Vance during all this?
He is actually by the banner.
Okay.
He's still by the banner. He's still giving it power. In fact, as you
Poopy.
Okay, I think we're good.
Fucking gaming.
There we are. Hi.
Okay, yeah, as you look at him, he hasn't changed in his posture at all from when the battle started, when you first saw him plant the banner of Pharasma. But you can tell that it's... As you pass near him, going through the battle, like, you can feel its energy, and it kind of helps you go a little bit faster than you normally would. But you also felt like an old ache in your shoulder from last night when you jumped off the wall and you used your claw to kind of guide yourself down. It kind of pulled your muscle a little bit. That's no longer there. That feeling is just gone. You can tell that some of the other people, like, what should have been fatal hits, these people were able to bounce back from the humans or all the living people, and you can tell that it's having kind of the reverse effect on the undead. Like the undead are just falling down quicker than they should, like from what you've experienced. But there's just so many of them that it's, again, you don't know how long Brother Vance can keep this up.
Yeah, but if it's hurting undead, now I'm afraid to get close to it.
As long as you have your mask on, you're fine.
Okay.
But yeah, you felt all that. You can see that he's still standing strong. His posture hasn't standing. Like he still has his arm kind of like this, and his other one planting. His knees haven't buckled. He's still a bastion of light right there. The general is still in the same place from where he.
I'm gonna tell the rat folk that we need to move this.
The arbalest?
The arbalest? Okay.
Yeah, over to reinforce Brother Vance.
Go ahead and roll society. See if they'll follow you.
Seeing what I just did, they better.
Say, they saw you do all that, so...
Yeah.
I didn't, but they did.
Yes. It's a 32.
32 overall? Okay, it's like... Whatever you say, bro. Whatever you say. We want to end these bastards just as much as everybody else.
But we agreed not to have a leader. Right, now follow me. Okay.
Yeah. Where do we need to go? Where do we need to go? We want to kill some more of these bastards.
We're going to go...
Go, you bastards.
Yeah, we're going to go reinforce Brother Vance.
Alright, let's go. Boys, load him up!
That way, if he does start to buckle, he at least has...
Yeah. So you see
around him.
the team of rat folks on each arbalest. The ones that were helping restrain, they get underneath one arm. The other one gets underneath the other arm. The one that was firing gets up underneath his and puts it on his shoulder, and they just start marshaling to get closer to Brother Vance. Some of the other ones that were just throwing the grenades and stuff, they're still in the center, and they're still lobbing out to get into those streets over there. They're just making it harder for the undead, because you can see them still trying to come at it, and you can still see what's forming little spouts that fog can come through. It's not as bad as what it is in the front. But yeah, so some of them are just going to stay there and still lob out stuff. But with their... well, actually, no. The ones that were lobbing the baubles and stuff, the elixirs and everything, they're going with you too. The arbalists that were facing each way, the other three directions, are going to stay put. The one that was facing the south gate is going with you with all the lobbers. So that way there's still people fighting. But you see them...
Yeah, I don't want to get rid of the entire...
Yeah. No, the ones that were, lobbing potions, they pick up their crates and they start going off too. And the ones that had the arbalists and stuff, they have like these massive crates as well. But you can tell that they're starting to get low on supplies too. And you're going to move him closer to Brother Vance. About how close? You want to be behind him, to the side, or to the front of him?
Probably to the front of him, place a barrier between him
them and him. Okay. Yeah. So you're able to do that. They follow directions, and he's wearing his helmet and stuff, so you can't even tell if he acknowledges you or not. You don't even know if he's paying attention to you at anything at this point besides the banner.
So then most likely he's in a trance just keeping that banner going.
Yeah. So you're able to get there and you start setting up. You're helping them set up and everything. Are you going to give them some of your ammunition, like your special ammunition, the shot puts, or
not
the silver sheen?
Yeah, not
that yet?
particular
Okay.
time, no.
Okay. As you come out of the church, you can see Ro and his army of rat folk
That's not something you see every
running up closer to the battle. It was like rat folk getting closer to battle. These
And
are
roll my
indeed
intelligence
strange
check.
times.
Yeah, that's not normal. And
Go ahead and...
well, good for Ro.
What was your perception?
Oh, and I rolled a 40.
Oh, 40 overall?
Yeah, it was 20. Well, I
Alright,
rolled a 20 and I have a 20, so like I can't get any better.
Yeah, as you watch that, and you watch them place themselves in front of Brother Vance, you can see Brother Vance's life force, and it is strong. And for some weird way, you detect magic, your ability to see magic and everything, it's different. Almost. The magic has a weird fluctuation to it, almost like a dirty, gritty, smoky look to it now. Instead of what you could see before, it's like the vibrant colors and all this. It's not like the darker it is, the more powerful it is.
So it's like a negative effect, which means he's probably looking like pitch black almost.
Yeah. And you can see within your vision that his wings, he is fully calling on Pharasma right now. And you can see his wings are just spread out as far as they can. But you can see him kind of... There's a little shimmer to him, like little flicker. Yeah. So you can tell he's putting a lot of energy into it. But as you're looking at him and at the banner, you can see energy shooting up into the sky from the banner. And you can tell that where it's hitting in the clouds are kind of swirling a little bit. And you're the only person that has actually noticed this at this point, because everybody's in the fight. You know, you're the only one that's taking the time to step back and look, but you can see this. To you, it looks like just this jet black beam shooting up into the sky. But you know that this is just powerful magic being done. But he's doing this at the same time as this field of energy is out and about in front of him. Like, you have no idea. You don't know how powerful he was until this moment. With all this energy that he is just putting off, and you can tell that with all that energy that's being put forward, that might be why the general has stayed back. He's kind of waiting at this point, maybe.
Pretty much the only thing that general would fear is going to be Garouche and Vance, and if Vance is doing that, that's... better let your minions go in there and get killed and weaken them down, and then you come in and fill it,
So you're going to go join up and...
I'm going to go see what Rose got going on. I'm going to get up to him.
Okay. So you go shadow stepping up to him. Doesn't take you long. Converse amongst yourselves if you want to relay your plan now, or...
No, well, not exactly completely. But basically, I figure that this is going to be where the bulk of the forces are going to be coming, because he is obviously the source of holding him back. So if he goes down,
all the red
we're
folk
fucked.
following you. This is not you.
You got an answer?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
so, I like the idea of protecting Brother Vance. Very good idea. Why are all the rat folk here?
Oh, these are my cousins.
Colloquially, cousins.
Big family. I like it. What are you waiting for?
The right time.
I've got your back when it comes.
Alright.
You can see, okay, as that happens, the fighting is still heavy, but now you can feel this strange feeling in you that it's not good. You're being bolstered by Vance, and you can feel all this healing energy throughout you, and you can hear Miru's music still playing, but you can tell she's starting to slow down a little bit, even with her, supernatural abilities and stuff of being a vampire. She's kind of slowing down. It's almost like a gloom feeling like impending doom is just starting to seep into you. And as you start feeling that, you notice...
Okay, where's Juhani? I shall be your doom!
You notice the general is starting to get closer. About the sound effects. But you can... The fog is now turning almost solid black as the smoke from its nostrils is just coming down. And you can hear what just sounds like thousands upon thousands of souls just screaming in the night in pain.
Bro,
and you can see...
Do you believe that's your cue?
You can see the source of flame just kind of flickering from its mouth.
I wish I had an ice bolt. Just be like, pew!
Alright, so I'm going to yell out to Brother Vance. Padre! Where's the sun home? Padre!
There's no reply from him.
Brother Vance is being disposed of at the moment.
I need the sun home.
Yeah, it's not there. The Sunwarp's not there, and for all you know, he's a statue at the moment.
Alright, well, we'll just hold the line.
Hold the line,
For
okay.
the time being.
And with that, you see some undead just go flying up in the air. And you hear this, make way, make way! You kind of see the sea of people kind of split. And you see Captain Garouche just kind of striding forward purposely. You can see he's got cuts and stuff on him. And you just see him, he just, with this club, he just hits this one undead. And just completely, like, it shatters him at the same time, like just dust. And you just see it just like a cloud move into the sea of other undead. And he just keeps striding forward and forward, and you see the other constables just kind of closing up the gap again. You can see that his uniform, on his shoulder and his arms is kind of torn, and his breastplate's kind of dented in. And as he strides forward, you can see that club is it's the same. It looks more powerful now than it did when you first saw it. And you can see around his waist that whatever belt he's wearing is filling him with this massive amount of strength.
So I need to steal that belt, is what you're telling me.
Good luck.
Hey, my theory skill's pretty damn good.
He strides up to us like, Row, TNT. I was worried we may have never seen y'all again.
Garish, I need the sun home.
I do not have it.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Not good.
Brother Vance was the one in control of it.
And he's a bit indisposed of it at the moment.
Yes, he is doing his part in this battle. He's calling for reinforcements. His words. I'm
gonna trust that he's gonna snap out of it.
We can only
at the
hope.
right time.
We can only hope. Right now, there's too many of them.
What's your arcana or occultism?
It's in the text time. Give you my plan.
Yes, keep it secret from the DM. Ha! I like that.
Never keep something secret from the DM. Never works out in your favor.
It might.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
I don't mean it in a bad way. I do this against you.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. It's like, I'm glad y'all are...
Oh wait, what am I looking up?
Arcana.
Arcana or occultism?
Yeah.
Occultism.
I got both. They're the same.
Okay.
Yeah, 15.
Reinforcements may be coming soon. And I point up to show him where the clouds are starting to swirl around where the banner is.
Okay. Do you want to look up? Split it up.
Okay. Shouldn't have took the light.
I look up and
Okay, yeah. As you look up, you just see the clouds are swirling around, and it looks almost like the formation of a tornado, but it doesn't have that down spout or anything. It's just, but you see a giant, like if the same kind of thing that happened with the clouds, or the smoke that rolled in. It's just that invisible kind of cylinder that's keeping the clouds at bay, but it's also at the same time swirling them around. You can't see the magic because you're not magic, but you can definitely tell that ain't natural. If you want to roll arcane or actually this would be divine.
Divine would be religion.
Religion, yeah.
I don't have religion.
You don't have religion?
None of us do.
Oh, that's right. None of y'all do. Y'all can still roll it if you want. It's just you can still roll knowledge checks untrained. It's just you don't get any bonuses to it.
Well, it's
just a pure dice roll.
It's a 1, so I mean it's.
I mean, you can roll it. It's fine.
All right, 6.
5.
Yeah, y'all have no idea what the hell this is.
Clouds are slowing.
It's what's happening is unnatural, but maybe it's happening for it's happening for Brother Vance. You're like, maybe that's what he's called about, you know.
Told you, the next character's a cleric at this rate. Ooh, a vampire cleric.
Ooh. As y'all look up, y'all are snapped back down, and you see the general and his horse coming straight at y'all, and you can see flames erupting from the hooves, and it's just like almost like in Ghost Rider. I'll see that trail of flame coming out from behind it.
Now, is he trotting, or is he like...
He's gonna trample y'all down at this point. He's at a full-on gallop.
Oh, goody.
And you see that as it goes, that the flames are hitting the undead, and it's like just destroying them left and right. Like, he doesn't even care. And he keeps running forward, and he tramples straight on through to y'all. And you can feel in your life sense these people aren't getting back up. They're down. Like, and that was... Oof. Yeah, you can feel 20 life forces just snuff out. Even with all the strength coming from Brother Vance, they just... And you can kind of feel that energy just really waver inside of y'all. And this thing, the general, is now right in front of y'all. And he's a big man. The horse is just jet black except for the fire coming from its mouth. And you see the smoke billowing out. And I need y'all to roll... Where the fuck is it? Fortitudes.
31.
31? Okay.
Which has the longer face? The horse or the rider?
25.
Alright, Ro, you are sickened 1. And there's no way... Actually, on your next turn, you can spend a round to do nothing. I mean, it's still going to pass after that round. It's just you're going to take a -2 penalty to any attack or any action you're going to do if it's not a move. Just because you're sickened and you feel that smoke just filled your lungs up. You don't breathe. So you're fine. I don't even know why I had you roll. I just wanted you to roll, you know.
You mean you wasted a good roll?
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
In and out, Padre.
You can still smell. You just can't. There's no breathing.
Oh, I don't have to do that. Never mind.
Yeah.
So does this mean I can't like catch my breath? Like, you know,
yeah.
No gasping.
Yeah. You can still make the noise because, I mean,
it's a reaction.
Yeah. I mean, it's a magical noise. I mean, you shouldn't even be able to talk, but you still talk. I mean, you don't have lungs, but you're still able to. to talk somehow. It's weird.
Well, you got vocal cords.
I know.
You just gotta get your cut passing through vocal cords.
It's the vampire blood just flapping the cord.
I'm like sitting there like looking at all this, and I'm like, even though I'm agnostic, I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and pray.
Actually, if you want to pray, go ahead.
Yeah.
Roll a religion.
Yeah.
No, seriously, roll a religion real quick.
You pray for asthma. She hears you.
17.
17. Okay, go ahead and make a prayer. Say whatever prayer you want in character.
Yeah. I like look up and I go.
After you clean your nose hole.
Yeah, no, I haven't made my nose hole. If I had a nose hole, this thing would be dripping all the time.
Should make put like a little rag in there.
Yeah.
So, what was I gonna say? If there's anyone there, now would be a good time to get that son off. Amen.
Well, did you just pray?
What? The shit I'm saying, what the fuck?
Okay.
We're at the end times.
As you pray, Captain Garouche turns around and just backhands the horse with the rod. Do this fairly. He makes contact, but the horse's head doesn't even move.
Hmm.
Oh, it kind of goes like that a little bit as a physical impact. But you can tell that it suffered some kind of damage, because even though it didn't move, its nostrils flared and more of the smoke came out. And he hits it one more time. Same thing happens, and he hits it one more time. And this horse just... nothing happens to it. It's just more of the smoke.
That's going to be my new mount right there. I'm going to take it. We're going to kill the general. I'm taking his horse, man.
Roll initiative. So, for you, it's going to be your religion.
Oh, God.
Because that's the last thing you did. Yours is going to be perception.
At least I get a +2 to mine. So that's a 9. So I'll be going last.
27. I probably going first either.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Roll a fucking 20. I'm going to give that 20 to Garouche. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so it is going to be Captain Garouche. He just had his turn. It is now Team T's turn. And then it's going to be the General, the Horse, then Row. So, Garouche has already had his turn.
I know it's my turn. I'm thinking like, okay, what the hell am I going to do here now? You know what? I'm going to defer my turn until after Row. Because he's going to be... he always ends up opening up a pathway for me. So I'm going to wait for him.
Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. So. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So you just see Captain Garouche just hit this thing in the head 3 times as hard as he could. The horse didn't even move. And the horse rears up on its hind legs and it strikes both hooves down into Garouche. And the first one, you hear metal on metal and you can hear bone crack. The second hoof hits, you can feel his license gone.
Does that mean his club is free?
If he can pry it from his hand.
Of course, though, he's stronger than I am, so he couldn't do anything.
I mean, he's still dead, but he's gripping. I mean, and that second hit just puts him down on the ground.
Now,
And you could see blood just spurt from his mouth and just froth and the life
now,
just
is he
out of his eyes.
dying 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Or 10?
His life sense is gone.
Okay, so no matter how many potions are going to work then. Okay.
He's dead.
Yeah, well, dead he is.
I rolled 2 20s. I do not like that.
Well, so much for this. Well,
I told you I'm not gonna
well, it was
fudge
nice
rolls and
knowing you.
shit, but yeah, it is now the horseman's turn.
Okay, so my next character's gonna be a cleric. What about yours?
I have not. I did. I have no idea.
Okay,
The end of the horrors, the horror will continue.
he throws his hatchet at Ro, and as it's spinning in the air, you don't feel any pain.
But you fall into 2.
No.
But you get split into 2, and
You don't feel any pain, but
that's why you don't feel any pain. Is because you got cut in half, straight down.
You take 30 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. -5.
-5.
So 25, which means
25.
25. And
So I'm at 100.
your arm is gone.
And I'm one-armed.
You are one-armed. The arm that was chopped off was your left arm. That is the arm with the ring on it. But yeah. No, you can leave the ring on your left hand. It's just, that is now on the ground.
Wait a minute. Sorry, having thoughts back to Gore. What if you beat him with your hand? Like, pick up your arm and beat him with that ring on. I mean, that was
like,
But yeah, that damage was strictly from the blood loss that just happened. And you see the axe just come back into his hand and he grabs it. And then with his other sword...
Well, that's not fair.
Actually... DM. He throws the axe again. And he throws it at you. For 26 points of damage. And it hits you straight in your chest. And you can roll a fortitude for me.
35.
35? Sucks being tall. Okay. As it hits you in the chest, you feel like it wanted to knock you down, but you managed to plant your leg back enough to keep yourself upright. But now you got an axe in your chest. And he holds his hand out, and you can feel it just rip out of your chest.
Hold on, I want to see if I can hold on to that thing. Wait a minute.
Actually, you know what? Go for it. Go for it. As a reaction, you do have reactions in this. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh, athletics check? Okay.
Yeah.
28.
Thanos grabbing Mjolnir.
I want to see if I can grab this bad boy and be like, hold on, wait a minute, this is my bitch now.
You hold on to it, but you go with it.
Oh, goody.
Now he has the handle of his axe. You are on the axe. You are face to face with him.
Well, Face.
Face the headlessness.
So that's when you do a Bugs Bunny. You kiss him on the lips. But he
Actually,
doesn't have any lips.
no, actually, what I'm thinking is healing potion down the neck. I'm gonna rip off your head and spit down your neck, and
Do it.
I'm going to.
And as you
Move. Yeah.
as you get pulled back into his fist, he takes his longsword and he
Tries to
run it
skewer
through
me?
you. Yeah.
Bastard, that's not cool. I don't have as many.
He will
points
not
as
do
Ro.
it. He will not do it.
Do what?
He will not run you through.
Did he miss me?
Yeah.
I
Just
think
barely.
See, I think you're being nice, but thank you.
No, it was a 21 overall. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, my AC's at 20.
20. Yeah. Yeah, you're at 26. So.
I'm at 26. Should be at 28.
Oh, you're at 20. Yeah, I'll go turn the wrong places.
Is this it? No,
Yeah.
26 is level 8. 20.
Yeah. So as he goes to run you through with his longsword, you like kind of wiggle yourself on the blade of the hatchet. You're like,
Suck it in, suck it in. Okay.
and it misses you. Ro, it's your turn.
Alright. So I'm going to pick up my arm and put it in my deep pocket. My gun scabbard.
Roll a knowledge check real quick.
So what he should do is throw his hand at me so I can shove that down the general's throat. Because that ring is what makes him poisonous.
That's what he's rolling for, to see if he remembers what it does.
Oh. I remember you told him that. I was like, wait a minute. That ring makes him poisonous? Okay.
I'm being nice here. You know, I don't want y'all to die. Yeah.
21.
Yeah, you remember what the ring does. You're not sure if it's still going to work with your arm off. You also take 3 points of bleed because you're still bleeding from the severedness.
So that's my first move. My second move is to...
Well, that was a free check to
Okay.
to see if you remember what it does.
Right, but
So
I
you still
mean,
have to
picking
do
it
actions.
up and...
Oh, yeah.
putting him in
I mean,
the
if you're
pocket.
still doing that,
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, the blood's just oozing down your side now.
and then my second move is to drink a health potion.
But... Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
It's 5 plus 1.
Okay. So you're back up to 6. The blood flow is stopped. You can see that it's kind of trying to knit your flesh is trying to knit itself back together, but it's having a hard time doing it.
Okay.
So you're still bleeding. You're still bleeding just a little bit. It's not fully healed, but it feels like something's trying to stop it.
So
From
something tells
healing.
me that axe has got some nasty juju on it. Which is
Yeah.
only fitting considering what it is.
What are you gonna do for your dirt action?
Kind of dazed.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Well,
You just lost an arm.
And I'm like... Yeah, I'm kind of in shock. But just the fact I picked it up, put it in my pocket.
since you're saying that, roll a will.
Of course, so now if you want to, you can do like Full Metal Alchemist. Give yourself like a metal arm.
– 17.
17. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, boy. That's not good. Don't Oh, what's your mug say on there again?
This skittering returns full force, and you hear it in your head, and it's saying, "Fire, fire." and just thousands of voices in your head screaming at the same time. And you don't even notice, but you lift up your gun and you pull the trigger. Nothing happens. You ran out of charges on your...
Was there anything loaded in there?
He put a bubble in it, but he's out of charges on the air cylinder.
Oh, yeah.
Since you're missing an arm, it's going to take you a round to
Reload.
switch it out, and then it's going to take you a round to reload, and then one to fire.
Okay.
So that, if you want to do that, your next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're missing an arm. You are no longer at reload 0. It's going to go back to, it's going to take you to reload, and then fire. From now on. Until you get that arm replaced, or healed, or whatever.
Or something.
Yeah.
Ooh. Just have an idea.
What's that?
Replace my arm with the blunderbuss.
Okay,
You could do that with the peg leg, but...
Yeah. Arm cannon.
Okay, guts.
Your turn. TNT. Since
Yeah,
you deferred
sure.
your action. And you are now up against it.
I'm gonna drop a healing potion down into the hollow of where his neck would be.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Well,
Is this gonna be like a melee attack or what is this?
yeah, this is a melee attack.
Okay. Wait a minute. I'm trying to think like.
So have you seen Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Okay, so the moment where Rico like shoots out the back of the ass blaster, and then he like plants the grenade down into the hole he made, it's that. That's what you're doing right now. So you're...
Is there any bonus I should know about that, or is this strictly just melee attack?
Whatever bonuses you were getting from Miro, so that +2.
Okay.
I don't know if you never said that you had him as your hunted prey, but...
Of course I did. That's what I always do with my things.
Okay.
Not that it's going to help me out for the bonus.
But yeah,
Okay.
Well, you roll high enough. Yeah. It work. I've made Stranger Things work.
Okay, that gives me a 23.
Nope.
I missed him?
Yeah.
Well, where did it land?
Well, I mean, it depends. Were you trying to...
Yeah, I was just trying to drop it down his neck.
Well, as you go to do it, you still have a hold of it, but you like just graze your knuckles against the front of his breastplate, and you still have the bubble in your hand.
Okay.
The healing potion in your hand. Do you want to get off the axe, or...
You mean I'm still attached to the
Yes,
axe?
you're still attached to it. You never pulled yourself off the axe.
Oh, I thought I was already pulled off the axe when I tried to steal
No, because you had a hold of it. So you're like, you never pulled it out. He brought you back with it.
Yeah, but no,
Still
when he went to go
attached to
skewer
you.
me, I thought I pulled off as part of my reflex.
No.
Oh,
Like,
my bad.
You just
Okay.
You managed to like wiggle a little bit, so he missed you.
Oh, I thought I went like between me and his hands, so I pulled myself off.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
no,
you're
that
holding
case,
on
yeah.
to it, so yeah, it's still stuck in your chest.
Yeah, no, let me get this axe out of my chest.
Okay. You could try and shadow step.
I want to shadow step behind him.
Okay.
On his horse.
Shadow stepped inside of him.
Go for it.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
I can shadow step inside of him.
Oh no.
I was gonna say, because that's the case. Healing potions for everyone.
Then he's pure darkness. So.
But go for it.
Okay. What am I gonna roll for a shadow step? That's gonna actually attack anything. I'm just shadow stepping.
Because I'm going to tell you this right now, it's going to be a contest. So, stealth.
Yeah, that sucked. 31.
You got your hero points.
As you try and... God, I beat you by 2.
Hero points. I'm gonna reroll.
Okay, no, go ahead.
37.
As you try and shadow step, your shadows aren't working.
Even with a 37? Oh, bitch.
This is a general of the darkness.
Fuck I'm the General of the
You're
Darkness.
that close to
I'm
him.
the commander.
Your shadows don't seem to want to work in his presence.
Okay, well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Nothing else works in his presence either.
There's going to be a move action, so you got one action left. You can try and pull yourself off the axe physically.
Yeah, if I pull myself off the X physically, then I gotta make sure I don't fall down underneath this horse, otherwise this horse will stomp me to death.
Roll in athletics.
Oh, I'm dead. 18.
18 overall?
Yeah, because I rolled a 1.
You're pulling yourself off an axe. I mean,
Yeah.
you're fine. you managed to, like, pull yourself... Not really pull the axe out of you, but you managed to, like, push yourself off the axe. And has that, like, sickening sound to it as you pull yourself off.
I'm done with the nose.
That's why I switched back to this mask, because my nose was getting squished.
You take that much bleed damage.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, just 6.
Okay.
That's bleed damage. That's a natural 20. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you pull yourself off, you're gonna drop down to the ground on your. Make a quick acrobatics, just to see if you land on your feet or on your ass.
Acrobatics, reflex.
Acrobatics. Reflex would be if it tried to hit you.
20.
You kind of stumble a little bit, but you're okay. You're fine. But it's his turn now.
Yeah, because Grusha did.
What is your reflex DC? So your reflex plus 10.
31.
31. You lucky bastard.
So I can't get any higher. Like, none of my saves are AC or above 31. That's as high as I can go.
Okay. The first hoof comes down and you manage to,
Sidestep it.
sidestep it a little bit. The second hoof comes down. Oof. That was an 18. It grazes you. That was on the dice roll. No. He has plus 24 to his hoof.
What, damage?
To attack.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a D8. There's another 2D8. Don't have to worry about the evil damage he does, because you are what he is. Alright. So the second hoof, it hits you square in the shoulder. And you feel that metal,
Horseshoe?
metal horseshoe hit you for 6 damage. But as it hits you, a flash of fire erupts from it, and you take 14 fire damage.
So 20 overall, huh?
Yeah. Before your resistance, whatever.
Well, it only goes for the physical.
Which would be the horseshoe. But yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I get those 6 back then.
And as that happens, he's going to swing at you with his axe. His first one will miss you because he attacked right as the horse hits you. So the sword just kind of swings right by you. The second
You're
one
welcome,
comes
Ro.
in.
I'm taking all this damage so you can take a shot. Do something.
The second one comes in.
Well, my plan didn't work out very well.
What are you going to do? Take the sun over and just shoot it at him?
Kinda.
The second one hits you for 16 points of damage. Yeah, he cut you like right along the arm after the horse hit you. The first one you attacked with the horse and you missed because the horse hit you. But then as it hit your shoulder, it spun you around as it hit, and he just sliced you down your arm. And he goes to throw his axe at Ro again. It whiffs. I rolled a 1, leave me alone. Like, I'm not kidding, I rolled a 1.
Good. Roll that way more often.
Yeah, keep it up.
So yeah, he goes to throw it at Ro, and just like you can feel the air pass by your ears, and you feel the air come back again as the axe goes back to him.
I'm thinking Age of Ultron, Quicksilver, grab it as it comes back and go flamer.
All right, Ro, your turn.
Well, yeah, this isn't working out the way I was hoping it would. Padre, whatever the fuck you're gonna do, hurry up and fucking do it. Where is his reinforcements?
Are you gonna say that? Are you gonna use a turn to do that? Okay.
Yes.
Shit. Roll. Oh man, I'm kind of wondering what to make you roll. Go ahead and roll another divine.
It's like you have to choose my weakest.
I know.
I don't even know why I'm looking it up. I just gotta add 1 to whatever I fucking roll. 9!
Okay. As you're pleading with Brother Vance, you can kind of see his head kind of come down, and you can just kind of drop a little bit, but it's not like he's looking down at you, but you see his shoulders kind of fall a little bit from the stance they were, and you can see that his hand holding the banner kind of tilts a little bit. Roll a nature check, I guess. Or do you have...
I got nature. No, I don't. Yes. Yes, I do.
I'm going to steal his sheet real quick. Roll me a medicine, actually.
I got medicine.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll medicine.
17.
17. You can tell that he's getting tired. This is the effects that happens to somebody as they're using up a lot of their energy.
Okay.
So yeah, that's your first action. You got 2 more.
What do you do?
Go
I
ahead.
was just seeing how he was pleading with Brother Vance
Well,
to telling him to hurry the fuck up with whatever he's doing.
whatever you're doing, Padre, do
Yeah.
it faster.
Alright, so I look at the little basilica. I look over at the
Basilica
whatever the hell it is.
or arbalist? Ballista?
Anyways, leave me alone. I have rum.
Actually, you look around, you can see the rat folk have frozen in terror. Like, that's why they haven't shot off at this point. So you can try and bolster them to...
Yeah, I'm gonna bolster them to fire.
Okay, go ahead and make a society.
Now we're talking about shit I got. And that dice is done. That's 20 overall.
Okay, that's pretty good. Say what you would say to get him to act.
Oi! Fuckers! Fire!
They're like... Holy shit! Okay!
Insta kill.
As he's like, hey, oi, fuckers, fire! The other rifle's like, ah! And he kind of like pulls the trigger, and you see the bolt on that arbalest. I mean, it's a massive bolt, and it slams straight into the chest of the Nightmare. And you just hear that scream again, just 1,000 souls just screaming in pain. And it rears up a little bit and exposes its belly. It's like, and you can kind of see like fire coming out from where it got hit in the chest.
That'll work.
Do that again, please.
Actually, let me see here.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. They actually did pretty good damage to it. Alright, they're gonna quickly reload. I'm gonna fire again. Okay. I see you. This one they quickly reload and they fire again. And as it shoots off, it grazes the shoulder of the horse on its flank, whatever, the front of it. And as it slices through with the broadhead blade on it, fire kind of erupts through it, but it's like a tiny little scratch. It's like when they hit for one fucking damage. You got one more action.
Can't think of anything.
Did you want to reload your...
Yeah,
or
that's it.
swap out the...
Yes, I'll swap out the cartridge. Yes,
Okay.
Thank you.
That'll be your last one. Back to TNT.
Okay, so he's got an arbalist bolt sticking out of him.
Yeah, the nightmare, yeah.
Not the general, but the nightmare does?
Yeah. Both bolts hit the nightmare.
Oh, okay.
So one's strictly in the breast, and the other one just like grazed its shoulder.
Okay.
His left shoulder. But you can kind of see like the blood that's dripping out isn't blood; it's like lava.
Like fire.
Yeah, molten
liquid.
liquid.
Magma.
Yeah, magma. Although technically at this point it is lava because it's outside. Magma is inside.
Science 101, kids! Learning new stuff every night on Drunken Gaming.
Science after dark.
Does this guy have any frickin' weaknesses?
If you want to spend an action to go through anything in your knowledge about undead or... If you want to go ahead and roll a perception, I guess.
You know what? Nah. I'm just gonna try and take off one of the nightmare's legs.
Okay, go for it.
I'm just gonna swing my sword and try and take off one of his legs. And I'm not gonna succeed because I rolled a 30.
But the 30 overall?
Yeah.
No, you hit.
Oh, okay. And that's 14 points of damage.
Okay. It's a giant evil horse, not... How much?
Oh, sorry, 16. Forgot, it's 1.5 strength when you do two-handed.
Okay.
And dual hand salt is two-handed, so 16
Okay.
points of damage.
You got 2 more actions.
Gotta do it again.
Okay.
And 19 that time.
Will
Right.
not hit. Gotta remember, you're still being bolstered by Miru.
Sorry, no, it, I subtract 2 too many. So not 19, 21.
That will hit.
Oh, okay.
Just barely.
That one hits for 12.
Okay. You got 1 more action.
I run the fuck away.
Okay. As you run away...
I run back towards Rowan. I know he gets an attack of opportunity because he's a fighter. That was one of those things I was debating. Do I run away or not? I was like, you know what? Let me do a couple of attacks and then run away.
Okay. Okay. You feel his sword pierce through your heart.
Would you roll over 20 over my AC? Oh, okay. So you see the sword come straight through my heart.
Well, hold on. It's not a silver sword.
Yeah.
So you're kind of okay. You're kind of okay.
Kind of okay.
You're kind of okay.
I'm a vampire, which
You're
means
not-
I turn into shadows and disappear.
You're slightly fucked, not fully fucked.
You're hurt, but you ain't dead.
So he rolled over a 48 on his attack.
Yeah, he's that strong. Let's see. 14 times 2.
28.
28 damage to you.
That's it?
Yeah, but you're no longer moving forward. You're on the sword.
Here you go again.
As soon as he pierced your heart with his sword, you stop frozen.
Impaled again.
Well, the fun part, though, is that means he can't use his sword for anything.
Yeah. It is now his turn.
So he flings me off of it at you, and I take fall damage.
Man, I get flying corpse damage.
What is your Constitution?
My Constitution score?
Mm-hmm.
16.
DC.
No, 26 then.
26?
Right, because it's plus 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he hefts you up and you slide further down on that sword, and your back is now on the guard.
The hilt there.
Yeah.
What size is this guy?
That's gotta hurt.
He's a large creature.
I was say, is he large or huge? Because
No,
like
he's
to be able
large.
to pick me up like that, he's got to
But
be
he's
bigger than medium.
also extremely strong.
Oh yeah, so he's got to be bigger than medium.
There's a reason why he's a general of the darkness. And you take another 17.
I'm not dead yet.
Now
I
you
am
are.
now. You rolled a natural 20 again.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start rolling my next character. Ro, go ahead and finish him off. And
Thankfully, with the hatchet, it's only plus 17. So it's only 37.
what points of damage?
Minus the 5. So it's 32.
Minus what 5?
Because he's attacking for a 17.
No,
So that is
4
The-
over my
4 over
AC.
your AC. Yeah. So you got saved.
Well, he didn't crit me, is all it is.
Yeah. The sword is a lot more powerful than the hatchet. The hatchet's just a returning hatchet.
I'll say, as long as if he was medium, I want his weapons after this is over with. But since he's
Yeah.
large, yeah, fuck it.
He chops down at your neck, and he does 16 points of damage. So he's like, just tries to guillotine you with it.
Yeah.
This one,
It's my fault for doing it because I grabbed onto the axe.
yeah, he goes to hit you one more time to like fully chop off your head, but as he does it, he just kind of shaves off a little bit of your hair. Yeah, just a little bit. You got like a little bald spot right here. That's kind of
He
weird.
tried to scalp me.
Yeah, he
Frickin'
tried to
engine.
scalp you. Ro, it is your turn.
Alright. So, first move, I'm going to Hunter's Prey,
The general.
Little Horse.
Oh, the horse. Okay.
And then I am going to... Maybe the horse or the general.
I mean, you know the horse is at least wounded right now.
Yeah.
The general has him.
I'm keeping him occupied for not even another round. That's all there is to it. Next round, I'm dead. Like, straight up, I'm going to be dead. That's all there is to it.
Well, I've got like maybe 1 or 2 good moves left in me and myself.
You also take 3 points of bleed damage. That's your turn. You have not fully healed that wound.
Alright. Back to 3. So
20?
I am going to take my 4 remaining health potions, the bag, tie it to the end of the
arbalest, the bolt?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing that thing around, take aim.
Well, you can tell them
Yeah.
to take him. I mean, you're down to 1 arm.
Well, I mean, I know, but I got 2 eyes.
Okay. I mean, you can trust them because they hit this thing both times.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, they hit him and then they
So
grazed
okay.
him.
So what you can do is, okay. So they reload it.
I'm gonna put the rest of my 4 remaining
So you're
healing potions.
okay. So you're gonna toss them your healing potions. You're gonna tell them what to do, and then they're gonna tie it to the bolt, and then they're gonna fire.
Yeah. 20 counts.
It's right by the bag. Plastic bag.
It's a...
The 15 will stand. So you see them launch the arbalest. What is the damage on your health potions?
It's 1d6 plus 1 bonus.
So it's 4?
4d6s.
46 plus 4.
Yeah.
Plus whatever the actual arbalest bolt will do too.
Right.
That's actually a pretty damn good roll. That's 10, 16, 21. Okay. Pretty good job.
Now here comes a twist. You heal the mare!
You held it! No.
That's full health!
Well, now he's a creature of darkness, which means those potions will do splash damage as well.
So it was like, no!
And he's back up to full health. So
Oh yeah. So as this thing hits it, it hits it straight in the chest again, and now there's 2 bolts sticking in its breast. And
This
as
is where we
it
need
happens,
Garush to do a baseball swing and just hammer both of them home.
As the healing potions hit, you just see them erupt, and they catch fire at the same time as it damages the horse. It's like you see this burst of fire and just molten blood just spray forward, and some of it actually lands on Karush's body, and it melts his breastplate a little bit. You got one more action. I mean, you already switched out the cartridge on your blunderbuss,
Yeah.
so you can reload your blunderbuss, but you can't move or do anything with it. You want to do that, or
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
okay? What are you going to load it with? Your arm, a bauble.
It's got the ring on it.
You know what? Why the fuck not? Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna you pull your arm out of the long pouch.
Alright. Pull my arm out. I tie one of my daggers to the middle finger to extend it. So now it has a point.
Okay.
Now it'll stick.
Okay.
That's
That's interesting.
that's one way to do it.
But okay, yeah. So you shove your bloody arm. Well, no, because that's going to be more than. It's going to be an action to tie the dagger to the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could stick the arm in there, and then in my next move, I'll tie the.
Okay, yeah.
Because
So
I've already, yeah.
Okay, so do you want the bloody stump to shoot out first, or?
No, I want it's gonna be like a little miniature bolt, or
Okay, I'm gonna say this: you're gonna shove it into where your fist is on the cup. The bloody portion is gonna be the first thing out of the barrel, and you can shove a dagger into the bloody stump portion.
Oh, okay.
That way, it's easier to plunge it in. Because otherwise, you're gonna have to try and tie it to your hand somehow. But otherwise, you can just shove it into the little meat socket, the meat pocket, into the hot pocket of your shoulder.
Alright, fine, I'll do that.
Okay. I'm just trying to make it more realistic, man. I mean, I'm just saying.
I know.
Okay. It is
like
now.
I said, I don't have many moves left in me either.
Yeah.
So.
TNT. Your turn.
Oh,
You
wow.
can.
No, I pulled up the vampire stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm a lot stronger than we thought.
Okay.
I'm looking at what they did for. If you're gonna take a creature and turn him into a vampire, this is what you need to do. And I'm looking at like, oh, we were way off.
No, I told you everything that you needed to do with it.
No, they redid it.
Oh.
So like my armor is actually 34, not 28.
Well, we'll deal with that later.
If I survive.
Yeah.
That's because I was looking. I was like, I wonder, do I have anything cool vampire-wise I can do?
That was before they had revamped it, so they probably did that with Lost Omens. That's
yeah.
fine.
So I'll have to go back and redo that.
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
survive.
Yeah.
Which means trying to find if I got anything I can do is going to be a lot more difficult now, cause
Yeah, that's fine. For sleigh bells, we'll have a revamp. So you're gonna have to spend a action to beat a Constitution check to get yourself out of your stupor.
I'm in a stupor now.
Yeah.
Why am I in a stupor?
When he pierced you through his sword, it has properties.
Fuck his sword.
Been stupefied.
Stupefied.
Okay, what do I got to roll?
Constitution.
31.
Okay. Yeah, you come out of your stupor. You're like, and you see this thing through your chest. This metal blade, this large metal blade, sticking from your chest. You're like, what?
The fuck did this happen? Alright. So let's see. It helps out my back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't wait to redo this if I survive. Alright, so as a standard action, I can actually... And this is...
As a standard action, you can.
I'm double checking one other thing, leave me alone.
Okay. Make it quick. Got till the end of this pour. Okay.
Question to the end of this chug.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Can I use telekinetic projectile on myself to launch me off the sword?
Ooh. I like that idea.
No.
Spend it.
I like that. I like the idea, but...
You know what? Give me... Turn in a hero point and you'll get... You'll get plus 10 to the attack roll. So you're down to 2 hero points if you turn one in. You get a plus 10 to your magic attack roll. To, like, launch yourself. Well, the question is...
You turn he's down to 1. You already turned 1 in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So you're down to 1. You have 0. Although, I will say, if you can launch that arm at him and make it hit him, I will give you a hero point. So yeah, turn 1 in, you get plus 10 to this magic attack. To who are you gonna launch yourself at?
Brother Vance.
Okay, that works for me.
Figure if I hit him, I can't possibly knock him over because he's freaking stalwart as all hell right now. He hasn't moved yet.
Go for it. That's
So-
you know of, but yeah.
So,
Well, he wasn't here for that, was he?
Yeah, no.
what happened?
He wasn't even paying attention at that point. No, don't worry about it. Roll.
40.
Okay.
Here's the best part, though. You haven't let me finish.
Okay.
I still take 5d6 plus 6 points of damage.
Yes.
And if that kills me, I turn into a gaseous form or into a shadow, which means I won't actually hit him.
You will be You hit him. The damage comes when you hit. So you will physically hit him. He will take damage. You take damage, but you will turn into the shadow.
No. Telekinetic projectile, I take damage as soon as I launch it.
Is it as soon as you launch?
Because I'm hitting myself with telekinetic projectile. So if I kill myself, I launch off the sword and turn into the shadows, or gaseous form.
The only problem with that is it takes 24 hours for you to return back to your physical form.
That's okay. Roll got this.
Dick.
Alright, you know what? With that roll... Okay, this is fucking great. Are you going to scream anything or yell anything when you do this?
I just wanted to let me do it.
Yeah. I'm letting you do it. Well, I would say... Because you're using it on yourself, you're using yourself as the projectile, which means you're not going to take the damage until you hit something. I will say that. Because you are the projectile at that point.
In that case, I'm going to go after Brother Vance. I'll go after Ro.
No, you originally said Brother Vance.
Okay.
So, are you going to scream anything as you're doing it?
Goodbye, crew! No.
Incoming!
Wake the fuck up!
Catch me!
No, I'm just going to try and face towards the general and be like, gotcha.
Okay.
Of course, if I don't kill myself with the impact.
As you say, gotcha, you just turn your head, you're like, gotcha! And then you just telekinetic project yourself straight at Brother Vance. And as you fly through the air, you smack into him, roll the damage. Oh, you got your resistance, so you're fine.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Except when I do that, right? Oh, no, I'm fine. 11. Right, no. 17. Right?
17 points a day?
Yeah, 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and I forgot to give myself. So, yeah, I'm not dead yet. I got off the sword, though, and I got away from the general.
Holy shit. Okay. As you hit Brother Vance, you kind of bounce off. Roll a reflex to see if you land right or not.
Reflex is 33.
Yeah, you're fine. You hit him and you bounce off and you're able to land on your feet. And you see Brother Vance just start to timber down. But then all of a sudden you can see with your detect magic that his wings just come down and hold him up. Mm-hmm. And they kind of like push him back to his feet. And you see him lift up the banner and just slam it back into the ground. and you can feel all this energy just shoot out from underneath them. It's like, I mean, a full-on rip. All your clothes are rippling and stuff. It's like just this gust of wind, but it's energy and it flows through you. And you can see it like takes the general back a bit and his horse, and they physically move back 10 feet. And all the minor skeletons and stuff just start to dissipate within that area. And from the clouds, from the sky, you can hear this horn blowing. And down from the heavens descends angels.
Oh shit. Don't let him touch me.
As they start coming down, you can just see them launching these bolts of pure energy that pierce the fog and they pierce undead. And you just hear the nightmare just rear up and just that hideous, howl of soul screaming. And from the back, you just feel this heat rush forward, and you can feel that the air is just hot. You can feel a sunburn coming on from this. And you see this massive fireball just hit the nightmare. It actually does nothing to the nightmare. Actually, don't. Because it only has resistance to fire 15. So you can see that it further rips open the nightmare's chest, and more of the magma blood just falls out. And even the general seems singed by this. And then behind you, you hear, "You will not take them this night? Damn it, I can't do Clancy."
That was good. That was really good. That was close.
No, you will not take the... Nah, whatever. Fuck it.
Go back and watch the other videos.
I know. It sucks. But yeah, you hear Clancy come up behind and says, what was the line from Harry Potter? No, I'll go aliens. You will never touch them, you bitch. And you see this other fireball just arc forward. It's not coming from Clancy. It's from Drakolovich. But it's this weird black flame, and it hits the nightmare, and that one does damage. And you just see the chest just completely rip open, and it starts to fall down. And as it falls down, the general just like plants his legs out far enough to where as the nightmare lands, he's standing. It is now... Fuck, I lost track of initiative. Because you threw yourself off.
Yeah, next turn would have been what was his name again?
Yeah, okay. So it's
Garouche, but he's dead, so now it's the Nightmare's turn, but the Nightmare's now dead, so it's the General's turn.
Yeah, it's the General's turn. There's nobody near him, so he's going to stride up.
Hey, I'm just impressed that... Gotcha! It worked!
Okay, he strides up to the arbalist, and he just slams his long sword into it. It's more like a greatsword at this point. And it just slams into the arbalist, and it just splinters apart. And you can see the three rat folk that were with you just like are forced back within it, and they got like wood stuck in them at this point.
There goes that idea.
And the second one, Jesus Christ, he just flicks the sword out and takes the head of one of the rat folk. That is his turn. It's not your turn.
Alright, well, since he's right there, I'm going to Hunter Spray the General.
Okay.
And so I'm already loaded up, right?
Mm-hmm. You have your arm loaded up.
And I have the dagger stuck in it yet, or do I have to do that?
Not yet.
Alright. So, yeah. Hunter Spray on first move. Second move, I take a dagger and
stick it into the meat pocket.
Yeah, shove the handle down in the meat pocket so the blade's sticking out. I bring it up. I point it at the general. And I say, suck on this, you son of a bitch. And
okay, you know what? I will give you a hero point for this because I want to see this fucking happen. If you spend it right now, you'll get +10 to your attack.
Okay.
Take that deal. Take that deal.
I'll take it.
Now, here's the thing. Are you going to do a called shot or just let it try and hit him in the chest?
I was just going to let it try and hit him in the chest.
Okay.
So yeah, don't do the called shot.
Yeah, because you're not going to get ability to it, so you're fine at this point.
Alright, so that is plus 10, 42 plus 2, 44.
44 overall?
Yes.
You added in the +2 for Hunter's Prey too, correct?
Oh, 46.
Okay. Yeah, because you're still being buffed by Mira. She hasn't been touched.
Yeah, I forgot. I added Mira, but I forgot about the 100
Okay. So you're at 46.
46.
You are 2 away from an insta-kill.
At least I critted him.
So you crit this motherfucker. Okay.
Wait, do I have another +2 somewhere? Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Right, we have.
No.
What's your dexterity modifier? Was it 6 or 8?
No. Okay. So you you fire, and it hits him right in the breastplate, and that arm sticks to him, and you can see that it's starting to melt away at his breastplate, but he's still standing. But you can see that your blood, from your arm, as it drips down his breastplate, it's eating away at it. Eating away at the breastplate. So go ahead and roll damage for this.
What would this be?
Because your arm is acidic to him, it's going to be the same damage as your acid bobble.
Okay.
But it's going to be an item 10 acid bobble.
Alright.
Because you're level 10. Can you look that up for him real quick?
What you mean?
An item level 10 acid flask. If it's one at level 10. Because I didn't give him enough time to look this stuff up.
I didn't know I was a walking level 10 acid flask.
Okay. Closest thing we've got is 3d6 plus 3.
Okay. So 3d6 plus 1d4 plus 3. But we'll add the plus 3 later. So roll that dice right now.
Alright, so the d6 is 6, 10, 13
Okay. So 13 plus the 1d4.
is 2.
So 38? Wait. I'm sorry. 6 plus...
13 plus 2, 15.
Okay, 15. Times that by 2, that's 30.
Uh-huh.
Plus 3, so that's 33. There we go.
Yeah.
I forgot to carry a 1. So yeah, you oh, that is great. I love that shit.
And now that, and now your dagger, hand, everything else is stuck in him.
Yeah, it is stuck in him. And you just see your arm just kind of wobble there. It's like waving high at you, you know. And you can see TNT, roll a fortitude save real quick.
25.
Okay. You managed to barely save yourself from the blinding, just the this time the magic from the ring breaks through that veil that your detect magic has taken on. It is a bright light. It just shines in the darkness around you. You can just see him just start the breastplate melting, but he's still up. And if he had a face, he'd be pretty angry.
So I have a question for you. This is completely off topic.
No.
If I can steal a piece of his armor, can my bond leaf eat it?
Yes.
Because his armor is pretty freaking cool.
Yes, if you can manage to
Break off a chunk?
break off a chunk, yeah.
Or if we kill him without destroying all the armor completely. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's way off topic, but yeah. Alright.
Yeah. Alright. You see Djukorovich.
What happened in my turn?
Their initiative was better.
Oh, that's right. You rolled the initiative tonight, so. Yeah, that's right.
No, it was fine. It's just I'm keeping the initiatives y'all had. Just because they were surprise entrants.
Yeah.
So Djukorovich is also just that old. So
he's an old bastard.
Yeah. So you see 3 spikes of shadows just shoot up into the general. 1 in each arm, and then 1 through a leg.
I'm still impressed that worked to get me off the sword.
Hey, I mean, I would, yeah.
The funny part was by the time I landed, I had 2 hit points left. I'm like, oh shit, I'm still alive! Not by much, but I'm still alive!
Hey,
I'm not dead yet.
It works.
It did. It's gonna go down in history as one of the craziest things I've ever done, is launched myself off of somebody's sword.
Yeah, so you see the general, he's now just stuck to these shadows. And you can tell that these shadows are as strong as the general or stronger.
This also makes him flat-footed, which also reduces his armor class to next to nothing.
No, he still gets armor class.
Well, but
Yeah.
flat-footed armor class is a lot lower than regular armor class.
And you see Clancy just get up even closer and roll fortitudes.
31.
31.
Yeah, if I survive this tonight, I forgot going down to 2 hit points, I will be forever ecstatic about sheer dumb luck. Although it's like, you even said, you know what, I want to see if this works. So.
19? Okay. You're blinded right now. You can see this. Clancy strides forward, and he has the sun orb. And as he strides forward, you see him with the flask, and it's that golden shimmery
That he was working on.
Yeah, that he was working on, and he downs it.
Oh, interesting.
And as he downs it, Clancy, I mean, like I said to begin with, he looked like an old gnome. Yeah. But as he drinks it, his features just get younger. And it looks like he gains back almost 80 years of his life. It looks almost like a teenager again. And his hair is like all nice and silky smooth. It's still white because that was just his hair. I mean, he's a gnome, And he looks young and spry. And he gets up to the general. He looks back at y'all. It was nice knowing you.
Stole my move!
Shoves the sun orb into the general's. Yeah, because of his height, it would be his testicles.
Shoves it basically right up
Yeah,
the balls.
he racks.
Hiroshima's the general with the sun orb.
And as that happens, the brightness. Roll another fortitude real quick. Actually, both of y'all.
Oh, that sucked. 23.
23, okay.
21.
Alright, y'all are fine. Yeah, you've recovered from your blindness from when Clancy strode forward, and you can see the sun orb, just the energy start to grow around it, and it kind of like pulses out, and you can feel this energy coming from it. And I need you to, even with your mask on, you know, it's protecting you from most of it. I need you to roll a Constitution.
Okay, combined 31.
Thank God for that.
Otherwise, I would be dead.
You can feel just the energy coming from it, and because you're so newly turned, you're able to withstand, and even with the mask is helping you with this too. I mean, you can even see Jakolovich. He's standing there, and he's like, he's taking it. He's feeling the same thing as you, but he's braving it as well because he's watching his friend. And you see Brother Vance take off his helmet, and he's just solemn, and the energy starts to suck the general into it. At the same time, Clancy's going into the orb as well. After a moment, both of them...
I blame Karaka for this, by the way.
Both of them are absorbed into the sun orb, and it clinks to the ground. Clancy and the general are gone. The fog starts to dissipate.
Stole my move.
Well, go get that orb.
As that happens, all the fighting just stops. The undead drop down. They just disintegrate. All the skeletons just turn to powder. The zombies just like liquefy in the fog. Oh my God, music. The fog just kind of dissipates. The night sky, the clouds disappear. The full moon above you is just shining over you. Y'all have won. But Clancy's gone.
Woo. Oh. Yay. Oh.
We won, but at what cost?
Brother Vance walks over to the sun orb, picks it up. You can see, like, he just has a heavy face on him. And he just stands there, eyes closed, and he just holds it to his chest. Jakolovich comes up. I killed Clancy on purpose so I don't have to do this fucking voice. No, I'm just kidding.
That is the lamest reason to kill off a cool NPC.
Actually, I've had that plan since the beginning. Clancy was always going to be the one to die.
Right.
That's just funny that I came up with the same idea, except I was going to sacrifice myself.
Dude,
Sun orb.
Do y'all not remember the tarot reading?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. What happened to the tarot reading? Refresh our memory. What happened to the tarot reading? Yeah. Fuck you.
I wasn't there, so technically I really didn't pay much attention to it.
We don't need to rehash it, okay? Continuing on.
Which episode was that so we can go replay it?
The first one.
I'll go highlight it.
Yeah, go highlight that moment. Put that as a highlighted video so we can...
I may have. I can't remember.
No, I don't think so.
If not, it needs to be just because it's like, oh yeah, tentacle porn.
Jakolovich strides forward. He puts a hand on Brother Vance's shoulder. Do not worry, my friend. Clancy wanted this. Clancy got it. He is doing what he must. That doesn't make this any better. He was our friend for how many years, Jakolovich? Too many to count. But this was his call. This was always his call. He knew from the beginning this would happen. Vance hands the sun orb to Jakolovich, and he kind of pulls out a handkerchief and he wraps it around the sun orb. It's like, so what are you gonna do about him? Yes, well. He walks over to... Brother Vance walks over to Captain Garouche, whose breastplate is now just completely eaten away. You can see like a lot of the flesh is just charred and gone. And as Brother Van strides forward onto Garouche, a bunch of the angels have started circling around. And they're almost made of like pure energy almost at this point. Because their time here is almost done. And they form a circle around Captain Garouche. And they all link hands. You can see energy being poured forth from them into Garouche, but at the same time, all the people that were slain during the combat, you can see tendrils of energy going out into them. You can see them start to sit up or start to move as they're giving back their life. And as that happens, you can see the energy from the angels just fading, and they just disappear. Both of y'all can see this. The angels just like fizzling away, almost like an after image kind of thing. And all of a sudden you hear goes like,
So I don't get his
took
mace.
you long enough.
I don't get his mace.
No.
I didn't get anything I wanted out of this. Don't get his mace. Don't get any armor from the general.
Well, make a perception.
Huh?
Make a perception.
Okay.
Oh my god! You can make a perception too if you want.
38.
38. Okay.
I can't get much better. 18.
I mean, 40 would have been nice though.
I did that once. I'm still geeking out about that.
25.
Okay.
Is my arm still there?
Your arm is on the street.
Alright.
With the ring and the dagger still in it. And it's still just bleeding out.
I pick it up.
You should totally do a Full Metal Alchemist.
Wait. Are these angel energies?
Yeah, they're gone.
Damn.
They're completely
Like
gone.
take it up and like stick the knife into my.
Come on, right here.
Stick the.
Okay.
So my arm's sticking out of my arm like
Uh,
Stick a dagger into you.
You take 4 points of damage. I'm not lying. I mean, you
That's
take
like
4 points of
that's fine.
damage.
You stabbed yourself
You
with the dagger.
stabbed yourself with the dagger.
Now my arm is attached.
And his arm's just kind of flopping there as it's attached back to him.
Did you just attach it backwards? Did I miss this?
Yeah.
Stabbed yourself with the dagger?
Yeah. Although it's like not in the right place because it kind of hit bone, so it's now like off kilter. But his arms is now like.
I walk over and go, can somebody do something about this?
Jakov is just like, that is... No, I would not touch that, no. Brother Vance looks at you and is like,
The arm starts.
rips your arm back off!
I'm taking more damage as it rips open the wound.
You take 3 damage.
Right. I am at. Well, okay. If I have physical resistance of 5 and I take 3 damage or 4 damage, how does that work?
You take 9.
Okay, so I actually haven't taken any damage.
Okay. So yeah, you just see more blood just kind of spurt, but...
I mean, I still got like 97 health too. I'm like 90% full. Despite all the shit that's happened to me.
And I'm standing next to you like, I'm alive! I made it!
he takes out the dagger from one end, hands it back to you. Takes off the ring off the finger, hands it back to you. Tosses the arm. And he puts his...
You don't have that arm.
He puts his hand onto the
stall.
The stall. No, I mean, it's like... God. So he puts it onto the wound.
Shoulder there.
And you can feel the energy inside you. Like, ooh, it's all tingly and whatnot.
Might be like Deadpool, little baby arm.
Little baby arm. And the wound that was caused that hasn't been able to heal right with the healing potions just sews itself back together. Now it's just like one giant scar. So yeah, you're minus an arm.
Damn it.
Yep.
Telling you, man, full metal alchemist arm. Do
You
it.
cannot reattach arms. Even with my magic.
What is this, Star Wars?
Hey, he got a cybernetic hand and arm, and
We don't have the bump the tanks.
Hey, it was the left arm too. What
The problem is Clancy is gone, and he would actually help me with building that.
You can do it.
Oh, but I only have one hand.
I can help.
He can help. Mad Brown's still around.
That's true, Matt Brown.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
You'll have to find out. But yeah, as you're standing there and the people are
Say,
coming
not
back
everybody's
close
gonna
to
come back,
you.
unfortunately, but yeah.
I mean, I remembered last time you tried to help. Was that you or was that Karaka?
I don't know.
You were absolutely no help.
Which time? Because I think we both have failed miserably.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. I don't want your help.
Give me the blue potion. Which one's the blue one? Are you colorblind? Is it this one? No, you would. Oh, my bad.
But yeah, as you look out into all the citizen stuff, you can see there's a sigh of relief, but at the same time, what they just went through was hell. Like they are exhausted. Brother Vance's energy is gone. They are worn.
They don't know what hell is. Try being impaled on a sword.
Hello.
I have 97 hit points left. I had 2.
But you have both arms. You can clap.
So can you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
At least I still have my right hand.
Yeah. You got your strong
My
hand.
love life is still intact.
Your girlfriend's still here.
No more strangers.
Let's just sit on it for a while. And a lot of the buildings and stuff, they're
Gone.
no, they're not gone. They're just heavily damaged.
Yeah, this is going to take a while to rebuild everything.
Yeah, and you can hear from other parts of the city. There's some kind of cheering. There's some here and there, but then you see a lot of people, like, now that everything's gone, they're starting to trickle into the main area because they could all see this happening from where they were, hear it going on. When they come in and
You said a prayer. You prayed.
I didn't.
I heard that.
I heard it too. We might make a priest out of you yet. And you just, Brother Van just kind of chuckles a little bit.
Desperate times.
He
Desperate measures.
He takes the Sun Orb back from Dracolovich. Thank you, my friend, for holding this. That's not the problem. Whoa. I'm so glad. So glad my child did me proud, yes. I'm so happy for you. And he gives like a little golf clap.
Golf clap? Golf clap.
Miru comes over and you can see Brother Vance. He's still fatigued from the fight he had with the general originally. Just a couple hours before. And you can see he kind of slumps down a little bit. Miru the belly dancer, that's her name. She sweeps in and, holds him up. Thank you, John. Thank you. Captain Grush just goes around to all of his men, starts giving them orders to have everybody go back to their homes, try and find their loved ones.
Say, head count.
Yeah, head count and all that. All the people that were fighting in this area are fine. The little rat folk that had his head chopped off is not fine. He's still dead. There's a couple others that are on the ground that the general had, killed on his way up to y'all. They're not coming back either. I mean, once you're decapitated, that's it. You're gone. You ain't coming back from that.
So what you're saying is his death is a pretty final statement on the matter when it's like that.
Yeah.
Can't get any deader.
Yeah. They did, they are. It kind of becomes a little somber again as they realize that not everybody came back. And you can see them go and retrieve the bodies and the heads. And a lot of people are going home, and they're all exhausted too. And you can just see them like they're just dragging weapons behind them and just kind of shuffling to go back to what homes they may have.
Or what's left of their home.
Yeah, what's left, what hasn't been ransacked, if it was ransacked at all. And the night wears on. The streets are kind of clean from what's left of the undead. Brother Vance has gone to the church and to the monastery, whatever the church, and you know he's helped people there. He's given prayers and blessings and stuff to the people that were in the church and letting them know that it's safe to return back to their homes, those that can. Jakolovich goes back to his mansion. As he's walking off, you can see this little army of porcelain dolls following him.
He was under the porcelain dolls. Yeah.
Roll.
He was the one who experienced the porcelain dolls.
Yeah. Crack it. I mean, if you want, you can roll a occult or arcane to see if y'all can see what these are. Tell what these are.
32.
They're soul puppets.
Okay.
Yeah. You know that they're used for guarding location for the most part, and the fact that they're following Dracolovich means that they're his personal army of little guardians, and they can fuck people up. I don't know that from his experience, as I point to the non-existent Karaka. But yeah, you can see some of them. They're
fucked them up so bad you scared them away and never came
yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
You can see some of them have like their porcelain heads kind of cracked in, and you know their arms are kind of hanging off a little bit with the threads still kind of attached and whatnot, but they look okay. You see everybody go home. What's left in the middle of the street is the two of you. What do you do?
Well, I'd give him a high five, but...
You can still give him a high five.
No, but that was my high five arm.
Well, no, because Brother Vance just tossed it behind him. You can still go and grab it.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want that arm back.
Yeah, if you really want it, you can go grab it.
I'll give you a high five with it, yeah.
I should take it.
Air 5.
Oh, I got dibs on Clancy's lap.
I want to look and see if I can find any pieces of the general's weapons or armor.
Okay, you'll be able to roll it when you... Oh, yeah, you already rolled it. We'll discuss it when we come back.
Yeah, I will, retrieve my arm.
Okay. Yeah, you find it. I mean...
Yeah, just kind of pick it up, dust it off, and put it back in my pocket.
It's still kind of oozing blood a little bit, but it's like... It's getting crusty and dirty on the nub portion.
I'm going to put it in a jar when I get back to my lab.
Okay. It starts crawling. No, I'm just kidding. Roll perception for me.
Now the rolls are coming back.
Okay.
32.
32? Okay. For the first time in a month, you don't hear anything. The skittering's gone.
It's quiet. Yeah. I don't have an arm, but I have peace and quiet.
Yeah. As soon as the general was sucked into the sun orb, the scratching, the clawing, all that in your head disappeared with it. But no, I'm good. But in the back of your mind, you can tell... No, it's... Something's still there. But it's...
There may be something there that wasn't there.
There before. But it's quiet right now. Like it's sleeping. Almost. But yeah, you got quiet in your head for the first time in a month. What'd you roll for your perception?
38.
38.
So I can't get much better.
Okay. You find the hilt of his sword, but not the blade.
The hilt.
The
But
hilt.
he was a large creature, so that didn't do a whole lot of good anyway.
Well, you gotta. I mean, it's the hilt of a great sword. He was using a great sword as a long sword,
Yeah.
so it's a two-handed weapon.
I don't use two-handed weapons. However,
But you can still pick it up.
say it can be picked up and they can still pare it down.
Yeah. Go ahead and. So you're saying that you're gonna pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your Constitution DC?
26. I'm a creature of the darkness. Wait a minute.
As you pick it up, you're filled with this strange sensation, and your shadows like creep over your hands, and they kind of form a blade from the hilt. Yeah, so you can use it as a greatsword if you wish.
Okay. Never heard stuff too many weapons.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be shadow, so it's unless you build a blade into it. But yeah, you can use it for a focal point for your shadows at that point.
But if I get the help modified to make it a smaller weapon, it might, could easily destroy the magic.
I mean that's something you would have to talk to the smithies about, the Clan Durst.
I'll go talk to them about it though.
Yeah, to see if
If it can be pared down or not.
yeah,
If not, I mean, still, it's a shadow greatsword.
yeah.
It's still nothing like that.
This is still pretty badass. So.
See, I'm a ranger archetype fighter. I can use it. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. As for the axe, yeah, you see it. If you want to pick it up.
Yeah, let's see if I can't pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up. Do you want to use Detect Magic on it?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll Perception.
21.
Yeah, it's a normal axe.
What size?
It's a two-handed axe.
Okay.
He was using it as a hatchet.
Yeah.
So it's a two-handed battle axe.
I'll take it with me to the smithies and give it to them as a present.
Okay. Yeah, it's just two-handed battle axe. It's a normal axe.
Well, yeah, but it was the axe used by the general, so it's got some renown to it now, if nothing else.
Yeah, that's true. As for armor, no. The armor that he was wearing was created by the shadows.
Which
So
would have been really cool if I could have had a piece. Oh well.
Within time, you might be able to learn to do the same thing. So that's I won't spoil it too much.
Or about it later.
I mean, yeah, I can tell you right now. Roll Arcane.
Net 20, so 36 overall.
Okay. Yeah, you have an idea of how to be able to use your shadows to give you a bonus to AC. To create a form of protection. And the armor that he had created, it was almost like your bond leaf in a way, where it took on a shape that he chose, but it was made out of shadow. So it's almost the same thing, but you know that with everything at your disposal and your shadows kind of whispering stuff at you, it's like, I can do that. I can do that. Oh, the general idea, they're not actually whispering to you, but they give you the sensation that they can kind of cloak you in armor if you put your mind to it. In fact, if you want to try, you can roll a magic attack.
29.
Yeah. As you start to focus, the shadows kind of recede back from the blade, and they start to cover you, and like kind of just drape down.
But it looks like a dress.
Yeah, it looks like a dress.
We'll work on it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I put on the other day. It looks like a dress. They form like a cloak around you for the most part. Because, I mean, you're not actually about, but they form just a cloaked armor. So kind of like a breastplate and... Yeah. But,
Okay.
yeah, you're gonna have to spend time actually
Mastering.
working with it, yeah. For that, you're going to have to increase the animal companion.
Yeah.
Take those extra feats and stuff.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah.
Good. Got time to do that.
So y'all gonna go back to Clancy's lab?
My lab.
Clancy's lab.
Clancy's dead. It's my lab.
I never said he was dead.
Clancy's gone.
It's always going to be Clancy's lab.
Just like how it's my, the first Clancy gave me the gun, the second Clancy gave me the lab.
So you're saying is we need to find another Clancy to give you more stuff?
There could be another Clancy. We've already found 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So y'all go back to Clancy's lab?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. As y'all go in, you hear the normal sounds of his beakers boiling and
No Clancy.
no Clancy. But you hear a little meow coming from somewhere.
Ah, shit.
Where's Karak when we need him? He's the cat lover.
I say, I don't like cats.
a little.
Well, you
cat.
are a rat, so...
You see a little blue cat that looks almost like a statue made of sapphire, just standing on top of the table where his lab equipment is, and he just looks at y'all. Meow. 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 What do you do?
I don't like cats.
I walk over to it and kind of hold my hand out to it to see if he attacks me or if he nuzzles with me. Hold it out like that. Paw it like a paw.
Roll.
I hold out my arm.
Roll a nature, I guess, because this would almost be like a handle animal.
31.
Okay. Yeah, as you do that, it sniffs you, but not sniff you because it's a sapphire statue, crystal statue, and it licks your hand, and it starts turning into a key.
Okay, I take the key.
You take the key. Okay. Looks like it might fit the front door.
I'm gonna go test this key out of the front door then. My lab, bitch. TNT's lab. Now I go test the key on the front door.
Okay. Yeah, it fits the lock. And as you turn it, all the bars on the back of the door slide into place. You turn it again, all the bars go back.
Almost makes me think Clancy wanted us to have this after he left.
Why do I have to be a cat?
Well, it's not a cat anymore.
I know.
It's okay, but yeah.
I would have gotten the key if it wasn't a cat.
I think he picked a cat because of you.
Yeah. And if you go over to the sewer grate, it has the same kind of...
Walking in the
Lock to
piece
it.
of cheese. I would have picked up the cheese.
Alright, I'll put the key on a necklace and wear it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll fortitudes for me.
21.
Okay.
Whatever happens, I'm probably dead now. Survived everything else, but no.
25?
Yeah.
Alright. You two, y'all suddenly feel
Exhausted.
extremely exhausted. In fact, you can feel yourself wanting to fade into the shadows, like just meld with them a little bit.
We need to go down, did we?
No,
Okay. Because I'm frozen.
still up. Well, hi, Frozen. I'm Adam. Got to end on a dad joke.
Well, he's the only dad here, so.
Yeah. Uncle joke. There we go.
Okay.
As
Uncle joke.
y'all just feel extremely exhausted at this point, and y'all desperately need to rest after what y'all just went through. But for now, the city's saved. The darkness has been beaten, from what y'all can tell.
Yeah. This wave of darkness has been beaten.
Alrighty.
And that is where we'll leave off for tonight.
Well, that is the end of
Oh, the
the
Horror. They managed to survive barely.
Barely. Alright, so here's the deal, ladies
the deal,
and
yeah.
gents.
Fans of the show.
I think, you got drill first weekend, right?
Yeah, don't
next
remind me.
weekend after that or something.
Yeah.
No, it's next weekend.
Huh?
It's this coming weekend. Next
Right.
Saturday.
No,
and
I'm saying
Sunday.
the next week,
Yeah.
the second weekend in November is when we will be starting our Yule season story
Called Sleigh Bells Ring.
Sleigh Bells Ring.
But it's Slay, S-L-A-Y.
Yeah.
We'll have a new screen.
We may have a new player. Hopefully, we have an open seat, so we're gonna try to get that filled up.
Karaka's got some stuff going on, so
Yeah,
he will not be able
so-
to join us.
Ro may return. You know what? I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. You want Ro back, or
Bro,
we'll try something else? Vote.
Yeah.
All right.
Same thing with my character. I can keep playing the same guy.
I lost my feather.
So, yes, it will be a continuation from the Horror in this world. You will see after effects, I will say, of the Horror. But yes, it will be a Yuletime extravaganza. Should be fun. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Depends on these two.
Yeah, it'll be something.
Yeah. So yeah, stay with us. There's going to be even more excitement about in the next 2 months. We will also be taking off Christmas and stuff and Thanksgiving. That way, all of us get to be with family, and hopefully y'all get to enjoy time with your families.
My family just moved to another state last week, so
Nobody cares about you, so that's fine.
That's true.
You guys have a great Halloween, and we'll see you back here. I think it's in 2 weeks.
Yes.
I'll get the page updated. So give us that follow if you haven't done it. Again, once we hit 50 follows, we will be doing the giveaway.
Where are we at now?
This dice box and the dice that we've been using in the Horror.
That has given plenty of 20s and has fucked my plans royally sometimes.
Yeah. So.
And fucked over the player characters.
Yeah.
I like that portion.
Welcome to Dungeon Mastery.
So with that being said,
Yep. Thanks for sticking with us. This was a long night, but yeah, it worked out.
all right. So yeah, give us all the follows down below. We got all the social medias listed down there, I believe, and got my Twitter right there for updates on the show. And we will see you guys
Next time.
next time. Have a great night.